What am I? Is it this? From 2 years ago? Sub 1K views? Now that sounds like a good video.
Me up ever.
Good lord!
I'm a child
It's Heisenberg.
You'll never shut me up.
You killed
Oh,
doctors.
there's the killers
You
right
killed
there.
doctors.
You
You
killed
killed
Jesus.
doctors.
You killed Jesus.
I'd love to.
No, you won't.
Oh, I'm leaving this a like.
Screaming for Barabbas.
You killed
Shame
doctors.
on you.
You killed
God's gonna
doctors.
kill you.
This is what happens when
Don't
Reddit
let it
meetups
out.
try and happen.
Oh, God's gonna kill you. Don't look.
You killed
How many
doctors.
abortions
It's like every
have you
Twitter
paid
argument
for,
ever
Grandma?
personified.
How many have you paid for? God will wipe you
No,
out.
he's casting voodoo magic.
It don't work. You're
Block it with a holy
man.
force field.
The man who has risen up for the children. You'll never shut me up. You
Can someone get this man's doctor out here? He's gonna blow a fucking valve.
Shame on you. It's the word of God. and it's
Slap him with it.
Oh yeah, you don't want the word of God because it says you're wicked. You're wrong.
I don't know whose side to take. They're both making good arguments.
You need to be worried about God. Go get the
This Jesus guy is interrupting his mission for his 5th hamburger of his lunch.
Why don't you shut me up?
I am.
You can't. You never will. You in your
beg your
sin.
pardon?
I'm not afraid of you.
Kiss!
You need to be afraid
Fucking
of
make
God.
out in holy and unholy matrimony.
Who's gonna judge you?
You're gay.
You need to fear
You're
God.
gay.
No, I'm not. I love
You're
children.
pathetic.
I love women.
You're
and I love
pathetic.
my brothers
You're
and sisters.
pathetic.
I love it all.
Oh,
What do
God.
You love? You love your penis. You love all
You-
the
no.
masturbation that you do.
He doesn't love his penis. You'd have to be gay to love your penis.
That's why you're upset about this.
No.
You don't want the
No.
coming about
I hate my penis.
Oh, this is-
Tell him to shut up again.
Yeah, thank you. Scream. Wicked.
Twisted fucking nipples off for saying that kind of shit.
Wicked.
Kiss my
Wicked.
ass.
Wicked.
Make him kiss it.
I wouldn't say that.
There we go. Much better.
There's probably some homeless.
Now we're getting in the groove again.
Look at those demons.
He is annihilating him right now.
Shut him up. Look at that.
Never gonna happen. you
Fucking
little
hero.
fool. Never.
Oh!
The Bible says the fear of God.
You shook the hornet's nest and you're not gonna like what comes out.
God.
The Bible's in
So
your
the
ass.
Bible called you a
No.
fool.
You
Show him where the Bible really is.
doctors. You killed doctors.
Even that car in the background just stopped to watch this.
You
You'll
piece of
never
shit.
shut me
You
up.
ugly piece
Hey,
of shit.
Take him over your knee and spank him.
Probably fix those
Put the
shoes
discipline
before
of
you
Jesus
get
right in his ass
saved.
cheeks.
Shame on you.
Yo,
If you
pervert.
He lost. He's walking away. He lost.
You a
With missile
rat
cash
wicked old
compensation.
man.
How many times is he gonna walk away and come back? He's like on a runway fashion shoot.
Tell men of God.
I know who
'Cause
you
you're
are.
afraid of
This guy looks like Fred Durst, the Jesus guy, not the old guy.
You killed doctors.
The old guy looks like he was just late to bet on some horse races.
You killed doctors. Shut up.
Yeah, take
Shut
that!
up. Shut up.
Ah!
Shut up.
He's not only killing this Jesus man, he is killing Jesus himself with those shut-ups.
No, you know. ISIS. ISIS.
Call him gay again.
You ISIS supporter.
Don't take that. Turn around for the 5th time. Turn around.
American old fool.
Turn around. No, he lost.
Murderer.
I hope he comes around in like a fucking golf cart and sweeps their leg. Yeah, that'll teach you.
Today.
Now that is how arguing should be. Nice and civilized. Good points on both sides. I'm not exaggerating with the title. This is an honor I don't bestow upon things willy-nilly. I think most of you know that. For me to claim that something is the worst I've experienced in whatever category, that is an honor that is extraordinarily rare. It's like being knighted by the Queen. To be the worst movie I've ever seen, you have to move mountains. Because I see so many bad movies. It is one of my favorite pastimes is watching bad films because I get a lot of enjoyment out of a really fun bad movie. And I see so many. And of every movie I've ever seen, Amazon Prime's War of the Worlds is the worst. It has now taken that crown, which was a crown worn by what I still believe to be one of the most bafflingly dog-shitty movies ever produced, called Let's Be Evil. It wore this crown for 9 years. It had a good run. It should be very proud of itself. But on August 4th, 2025 years after the death of Christ, we have now found the worst film that humanity has produced so far. I wrote down a lot, so we're going to really dive into the spaghetti and the meatballs here. Spoiler warning. Don't think you should care about spoilers, but they're there anyway. I really am not exaggerating with how unbelievably horrible this film is. And it's not even like it is objectively the worst thing film has ever been used for. Like, there have been worse productions, but this is an insult to the entire medium of making movies. It's not a movie. What you're watching is one big ad for Amazon. War of the Worlds is a property that's somewhat sentimental to me, and to see it bastardized and perverted into this homunculus that Amazon molded it into is nothing shy of criminal. If aliens truly did invade this planet and exterminate every single one of us, not even they could wipe the stain of this film's existence from the galactic tomes of time. This has been so catastrophically abominable that I think just the existence of this film has set our species back hundreds of years. It is unreal that this even got made. And I looked it up. Apparently this was made back in like the pandemic, so like in 2020, and they just squatted on it, kegeling it in their colon for the last 5 years, and then just randomly decided to drop it now. I don't know why. It should have just stayed there. They should have buried it. This should have never seen the light of day. This is a tomb, a sarcophagus we should have never opened. So War of the Worlds, I'm being very literal, is an advertisement for Amazon. It's an affront to the entire art of making a movie. Anyway, let's go ahead and cannonball into the pool here. It stars Ice Cube, and the film tries to be creative by emulating what some films have in the past with something like Searching, where it's all presented through a computer display. So you're seeing Ice Cube and all of the events unfolding and all the characters through FaceTimes and emails and anything that's on his monitor. So you see Ice Cube through his webcam, and that's how you experience the movie. It was a clever gimmick when it was used in Searching. In here, it's just really annoying. And the movie actually feels like it's written by a 13-year-old who just learned how to code with C#. Like, it's all about hacking. Ice Cube is like an expert hacker in a DHS program that's spying on everyone through mass surveillance, and he can actually do anything. He is basically omniscient. He can hack every possible atom on this planet, and he can see every nook and cranny of this world through computers and drones and even just air itself, it seems like. There is nothing that escapes his gaze. And the film, what you'll notice right away is it looks terrible, atrocious. And I don't mean that by just big budget standards. I mean by even like indie and student film standards. The visuals here are so bad. Look up any scene from this movie, probably even in the trailers. I haven't bothered to check the trailers. Lord help us. I can't imagine consuming more of War of the Worlds beyond what I've already consumed here from this. But like, look at any scene from this film, like when the aliens are present. It really does look like this was thrown together in one afternoon. It looks like previs. It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog before they redesigned him. Like, it is just hard to look at. Like, it's painful. It looks like PlayStation 1 cutscenes used to look. I cannot believe that they actually gave this the green light to be viewable by us. I feel dirty for watching it. It's so incomplete looking. I don't even know how you make movies look this bad in this day and age. Like, even just your stock assets that you can just freely use look so much cleaner than everything here. And the crazy thing is, it uses so much CGI. Almost the entire film, after the aliens arrive, is showing you aliens and destruction and CGI explosions, and there's even like a drone sequence laser fight, and it really does, I'm not like exaggerating, it really does look so bad. Like, it looks like they made the whole film for $10. Like, they just hired a couple of people from Fiverr and gave them a week to work on it. That was the deadline. I don't know how they could possibly achieve such bad visuals. And this is an Amazon Prime movie. What the fuck? They have actual infinite money. Unbelievable. This movie is like if Birdemic was an ad for Amazon. And I haven't even begun talking about the unhinged insanity that is the plot. But before even getting to that, it's important we make a mention, nobody in this movie is acting. Like, the acting is a word that must have been forbidden on set. All they are doing is reading plainly from their scripts with no acting except for Ice Cube occasionally doing the eye twitch. That's it. There is no acting in this movie. It feels like what AI would generate if you asked it to make, like, a War of the Worlds Amazon Prime ad, and like you wanted it to star Ice Cube. I don't like. What the fuck are they doing? Like, this must have just been like a really easy paycheck, but they also just didn't even want to put in the bare minimum for it. Like, I feel like the talent here was kind of embarrassed to be working on it, so they didn't really want to give a ton of effort. That's how it comes across. So now, with all of that out of the way, let's talk about, like, the narrative. So, the movie starts with Ice Cube. He's in his lair. He's spying on everyone, which includes his son and his daughter and his daughter's boyfriend. His daughter is pregnant. Her name is Faith. And he's a real grumpy guy after the passing of his wife. And he sends her messages on Facebook. Of course, it's not reciprocated because she's dead. He listens to an old voicemail about, like, taking out the trash and being nice to the kids, which is an interesting thing to have to remind your husband to be nice to your children. Well, yeah, he is an unreasonable asshole to them. He even, like, calls his son... Well, actually, he hacks his son's computer so he can uninstall a video game from it. He just randomly hacks into his son's computer, saw that he was enjoying a video game, uninstalls it and says, "You need to get a job, you loser. You fucking bum. You're a loser. You're a loser. We paid $200K for your education. You're a fucking loser. Get a job. Get a job." And then hangs up on him. He really just beats the message home that he hates video games and thinks video games are dumb. But anyway, he's got a task right now at work where he's trying to catch the disruptor, a hacker who's threatening to release classified government documents through a YouTube video. So he posts a YouTube video. It says, "I will be releasing top secret documents using or about their Goliath program." And so now Ice Cube has to stop him from releasing those documents. So he tracks his IP through the YouTube video using his elite hacking tools, which again it's basically God mode. He is a server admin of life. Ice Cube he literally just types in words. So he types in, like, disruptor home address, please get. And it's like, calculating, IP gotten, here's exactly where disruptor is. And he can do that for anything. He can type in anybody's name, literally anybody's name, and it somehow gets the exact person he wants it to be, even though obviously other people are going to share that name, but somehow it always hones in on the right person, and then gives him, like, the closest drone so he can spy on them, or the closest, like, CCTV camera to spy on them. Like, the technology it's like fucking Fantastic Four level almost, where you can, like, teleport and shit, basically. Like, they've reached quantum surveillance. So anyway, they've got Disruptor's IP. They then go and storm the IP there. But before that, of course, he needs to hack into his daughter's computer because he learns from her boyfriend that she's having a baby shower and he didn't get an invite, so it made him upset. So he hacks into his daughter's computer using TeamViewer, where he uses his tools to generate a master key to TeamViewer so he can log into anybody's account with the master key password. So now he's on his daughter's computer reading her messages, and he starts feeling bad because she's like, "My dad doesn't get it." And he's like, "Oh man," as he's hacked into his daughter's shit. So now, anyway, we learn about Mark. That's her boyfriend. He's an Amazon Prime driver. He's an Amazon delivery driver who really likes Prime. And one of the lines that they reuse like 6 times is, like, his son Dave says, "You know, I really think you're overdoing it, Dad. We don't need the government to be, you know, checking out what we put in our Amazon cart." Any opportunity to wiggle the word Amazon out of every character's mouth with a little positivity following it was taken in this film. So Mark really likes being an Amazon driver. Ice Cube gets a message from a NASA contact of his, and she's analyzing weird, wacky, freaky weather phenomena. And he doesn't really care. He doesn't want to watch that. He says, "I spy on people, not clouds," or something. Anyway, they go to the Disruptor address. Turns out Disruptor was a step ahead of them. It was a decoy, one of his infamous decoys that he's become known for. But while they're there, the aliens crash land. A bunch of meteors start crashing, and they're blowing up buildings and cars, and people are freaking out, going crazy, because everyone's under attack. And they show you so many sequences of the carnage, and I am not exaggerating, again, it looks so bad. Like, think about Sharknado, but unironically. Like, with no self-awareness. And used primarily to try and get you to buy Amazon Prime. It's it's like vomit-inducing how awful it is. Like in one of the clips, by the way, to showcase the acting prowess that people brought to the table here, in one of the clips, the news reporter is filming one of the meteors, the aliens, crashing into a school, and she goes, "Wow, this one just crashed into my kids' school. They're all dead." And she says that deadpan, super calmly. Her kid was at that school, is now dead along with all the other children, and that's her reaction to it. And they cut to the next sequence of terror. It was so crazy. But anyway, now everyone's in a panic, so Ice Cube's getting called in by the government, the president, everyone, all the moving pieces, and they all do it through Zoom, a Zoom call, so that way we can watch it, because that's how we're experiencing this film. We're a computer screen, basically. So anything on there we see, and everyone is always FaceTiming and on Zoom, which is probably the least efficient way they could be communicating, but they're doing it for our pleasure, not efficiency. So they start working on the Planetary Alliance. That took 5 seconds. The whole world unites to form the Planetary Alliance, basically on that call. And they start trying to figure out what they do next. So the big thing is the Planetary Alliance decides, let's start fighting back. So they get the tanks out, they get the jets out, and they're taking the aliens down almost effortlessly. So Ice Cube is watching like a real-time sports tracker of victories versus defeats that is calculating every victory and every defeat across the globe, and we are slaughtering the aliens. Like, we are absolutely clapping their cheeks on our home turf. We got like 100-something victories to only like 40 losses, and Ice Cube's main thing that he does for this montage is he just goes, "Yeah! Damn right! Take your intergalactic asses home," was one of his lines. So he's basically just cheering them on. A lot of this movie is Ice Cube just like reacting to something. Like when the aliens are crashing and killing kids, he goes, "Damn. Damn. Damn." Like that's about all he does there. But now that we're winning, he's like, "Yeah." Anyway, though, during all the hubbub, his daughter gets injured when the aliens attack, and she gets a big boo-boo to her leg, and she's bleeding, and it's very intense. Ice Cube doesn't want to lose his daughter, so she's FaceTiming her dad and, worrying that she's about to die. And Ice Cube's like, "Don't worry, I'm going to come get you." For the first time, he's actually about to, leave the office, but it turns out he's locked in. So he hacks it to let himself out, but then he's locked in at the lower levels, too. So then he gives up and immediately goes back to his chair. And then he's like, "All right, don't worry, I've got another idea." So on FaceTime, he got her location, used the drones, saw that there was a Tesla nearby, hacked the Tesla, and then got her to get in the Tesla and drove her away with remote controlling the Tesla to get her to a hospital, but all the hospitals are full, so now he recruits Mark to go save his daughter, Faith. It's like the worst attempt at trying to get you emotionally invested because you just do not care. Because it really feels like Ice Cube does not care. There is no emotional weight to anything here. It is so stale and so flat. It almost felt like they were laughing while filming this. Like they knew how bad it was. So anyway, now his daughter's, she's in a pickle, but Mark's on the way and he works for Amazon, so he's basically a fucking superhero. And during this ride, as he's remote controlling her to safety, because she was about to just get killed by the alien, she gives him a lecture on how powerless he is. So he's apologizing for being a bad dad, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, who ordered the Yappuccino? Jesus Christ, old man, you just don't get it. After mom died, you thought you could save her, and then you thought you could save the whole world, and then you thought you could save anybody, but you can't. Get it through your thick skull, you can't save anyone, you are powerless, move on." And she drives that point home as he is literally saving her life. Without him, she would have died. He is literally saving her as she is giving this lecture. It's very hypocritical. I don't know what they thought they were cooking with that, because it didn't really match the scene. So anyway, he gets on the horn with the president because the things are all cattywampus, and they're starting to fight back, and that's when he gives the title drop. He gives the name drop, title of the movie. He says, "All right, I see no other option other than to initiate the War of the Worlds," about the Planetary Alliance stepping up their counteroffensive against the aliens. which I guess was like a really cool moment where you're supposed to pump your fist. Yeah, initiate the War of the Worlds. Dave then calls his pops. He lets old man Ice Cube know that he knows more than Ice Cube thinks he does. He's not just a video game playing dweeb. He knows why the aliens are here. They're after something called Goliath, which interestingly is what Disruptor kind of mentioned earlier. We'll get to that in a moment, but there might be a bit of a plot twist coming up if you can connect the very subtle dots. So Dave is talking about, like, Dad, you need to trust me. There's something called Goliath and the aliens are here, but Ice Cube is like, you're a fucking moron, son. Get it through your thick skull. I'm so disappointed in you. You're a gamer. You make me sick. Don't you ever call me again. And then hangs up on him. He just berates him again and then literally hangs up on him. As his daughter is, like, bleeding out and shit, like, he doesn't even care about the safety of Dave. He's just like, can you stop fucking calling me? Stop it. You play games. I don't want to hear from you. And Dave is trying to let him know, like, hey, look, there's something we could do here. Like, I know what's going on. And then it turns out the aliens, as they're getting their shit pushed in by humanity's weapons, they change tactics and start targeting data centers. And they put their tentacles into data centers and they start hyper downloading all of our data, which ends up draining all of our data, which shuts off the military. So they hit the power switch on the military, and then spontaneously every battleship, every plane, every helicopter falls out of the sky or blows up, and now we can't fight the aliens anymore aside from just small arms fire on the ground. Everything else is now shut down because they drained our data centers. And interestingly, it's like they forgot this plot point. I'm getting ahead of myself, but just know this was a crucial moment where they turned the tides. The aliens turned the tides on us by draining all of our sweet data. So the NASA lady was at one of the data centers when this happened, and she noticed these little bugs. Little bugs like to eat data. They consume it. They like data. And what happens is she connects the dots is that they're here for our data. They must eat our data, and they must like all this data we have on all of our citizens and all of the people across the globe. They want our data. And as they continue draining us, they make a mention that all money in the world is gone. Money has been erased. Oil tankers are blowing up. And we've been set back to the Stone Ages. Lights are turning off. The world's gone dark, in their words. It really feels like, I'm not kidding, it feels like this movie was written by a child. Like, everything happens like this, too. Like, the aliens come, and then we shot them with tanks, and they didn't like it. So what they did is they shut down the military. They turned off the military, and then they erased all of our money, and it disrupted the chain of command, and then all the lights turned off, but because of our data. It's so bad. It's so, like, bafflingly bad. I cannot believe a human being wrote this. Like a real sentient person. Like, this could have been written by an alien. Like, it might have been. I don't understand it. Also, Facebook is being deleted. This was a crucial moment. Not only is all money being erased, but websites are being erased. Facebook is getting deleted, and Ice Cube is there on his wife's Facebook page, taking one last look at it as her messages are vanishing. He's listening to the audio message again, and then it does the classic cliche as it turns off. And then it vanishes, and then 404s. But it's not every website. YouTube actually still exists because that becomes a crucial plot device here towards the end of the film. But Facebook is gone. So Disruptor goes live on YouTube, and he mentions Goliath. Like, the aliens are here because of Project Goliath. The government knew Project Goliath would summon the aliens because they love data. The government knew that more data would mean aliens will full-scale invade us. And then the big reveal, Ice Cube figures out Disruptor is his son. Who could have seen that coming, huh? That's quality writing right there. It was really subtly planted, but they pulled it off. So his son then tries to convince him that the government is lying to him. The government is, not super trustworthy. And Ice Cube's like, get out of town! What are you talking about? You're fucking stupid. You're like a gamer and shit. I would never trust you. You're a criminal now, actually, too. This is stupid. No, there's no such thing as Goliath. They wouldn't lie to me. And his son is just like, look, Dad, listen, I'm going to send you Goliath. Just take a peek. And he's like, okay, buddy, but I already know there's nothing in here that's going to convince me. He even says that verbatim. There's nothing in these files that will convince me that what you did is right. and he opens the files, and the first line is about, like, the Roswell crash, I think it was. It was like an alien crash, and it said, like, weird weather phenomena, aliens, and data. In one sentence, he goes, oh my god, my son was right, the government's been lying to me this whole time. He read a sentence, one sentence, and immediately he's like, oh my god, he's absolutely right. And then, of course, he scrubs through the other alien pieces and then learns Project Goliath is a big data collection program, exactly like his son was saying. I don't know why he was so adamant about it being far-fetched conspiracy theory mumbo-jumbo, because his son was just telling him, like, Dad, Goliath is all about collecting our data on a bigger scale. Like, Goliath is, like, really big mass surveillance. And he's like, that's just not possible. I am the mass surveillance, and there's nothing more advanced than what I've got. Like, I don't know why that idea was so, like, incomprehensible to him, because he already has all of that basically at his fingertips. The only difference with Goliath is that it could also read people's thoughts, kind of, like it analyzed their thoughts better. So, like, it was only, like, one step forward where Ice Cube already was, and yet he's like, that's just a conspiracy. Nope, that wouldn't happen. The government wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. We don't do anything like that. They wouldn't do that. It was just so weird. I don't know why I'm harping on that so much. The whole movie fucking sucks. There are so many inconsistencies and so much wrong with it. But that in particular really stood out to me. Anyway, we then learn that Briggs, who was one of his contacts we've seen throughout the film sporadically, is actually the guy who spearheaded Project Goliath and was fully aware that by launching Project Goliath with this mass surveillance, the data collection was so grand in scale that it would summon aliens. Don't know how they knew that. There is no explanation for how they fucking knew that this level of data collection was what would be the beacon to bring all of the aliens to fucking spring break over here to eat it. I don't know how they analyzed that, but they knew that if they launched Project Goliath, it'd be a full-scale invasion. Even Briggs knew and just didn't care. He didn't give a fuck. He said, let them come. We'll beat them on our turf. Which we were until they sucked our data, which, of course, they knew was going to happen because they're drawn to data, yet they're all surprised when they go suck our fucking data. Like, they're on here on our cocks here, literally sucking the life out of our dicks with all this data, and they knew that, yet for some reason did nothing to stop that. Oh my god, it's so fucking dumb. Anyway, Ice Cube confronts him directly. He knows all about Goliath. Briggs says, alright, you're out of line, you're fired. Revokes his access to everything, all of his tools. He can no longer be the big-time hacker. Until 2 seconds later, his son Dave hacks the government and grants his dad full access to everything. And then they team up. And now they're both disruptors. So they come up with a plan to make a rabbit virus that will poison the data that the aliens are eating, thus poisoning and killing the aliens. But they can't do it alone, so Dave brings in his hacker friends, the disruptors, and we meet the other elite hackers, like Code Crusher and Starfire. I shit you not, those are two of their names in the hacker group. It's painful. It really is painful. So they get together, they work on the rabbit virus while they're making the rabbit virus, which, by the way, only takes 2 minutes, but within that 2-minute time span, Ice Cube decides he wants to make a YouTube video, so he hops in Adobe After Effects and he makes a YouTube exposed video on Briggs, releases it on YouTube, exposing Project Goliath and Briggs, and the entire world watched it instantly. He posted it, the whole world watched it, he posted it on the Disruptor YouTube channel. The whole world watched it, and now everyone knows why the aliens are here, and they now hate Briggs. So, he got his revenge, and he revealed the truth to everyone about Project Goliath. And now the rabbit virus is done. Again, all of this basically happening instantaneously. So, the rabbit virus gets uploaded, but it wasn't enough to stop the aliens. All it did was make them mad, so what they did is they hacked the hackers before the hackers could fully hack them. And then they use the IP addresses of the hackers in the Disruptor group, and they go blow up their houses. So we watch Starfire get blown up, and then, God rest his soul, even Code Crusher perishes under the might of the aliens and their fury. So they die. So now they need to come up with a new plan. Dave survives, by the way. Turns out he was actually bouncing his IP address from Ice Cube's house, but really he was at a dude named Brian's house. So after Ice Cube's house gets blown up and Ice Cube thinks his son died, all Ice Cube can do is this and go, damn, But then his son calls him. He's like, "No, Dad, I'm actually fine. I was over at Brian's house. I just bounced my IP." So Ice Cube gets the family together for a FaceTime. Mark has gone and stopped the bleeding from Faith's injury, so they're together. They're fine. That whole side quest has been completed. And he gets the family together for a FaceTime call because the NASA lady has just informed them that the little bugs actually have DNA. They are organic cyber hybrid beings. So they can be killed, is the conclusion they reach. And they have a method. Turns out Faith, his daughter, was working on something called the Cannibal Code, which attacks 6 cells in a body. So they decide, let's rewrite the Cannibal Code to attack their cells and kill the aliens, since they're organic too. So they do that immediately. They literally rewrite this code instantly. And it's perfect coding. But there's another problem that arises because the government's decided to bomb the Goliath building, which is the building Ice Cube is in. It was actually underneath his feet the whole time because the government now knows it's going for Goliath. All the aliens are converging on that building to suck Goliath dry of all that precious data. But this is where things get weird. They have bombers bombing aerial vehicles that are about to do this. How? They've already established that none of their air vehicles or air units, any vehicles in the military, work anymore because the aliens sucked our data. But they have these bombers, and they also have drones that Ice Cube and family can access. Yet they had already made a point about how that's not possible because the aliens sucked our fucking data. But they totally forgot and just said, maybe people have already fallen asleep by this point and won't care. But I was awake the whole goddamn time watching this. They totally forgot that a plot point was they can't use these crafts. Because if they could, then it wouldn't matter about the data, because they were beating the fuck out of the aliens using these vehicles, using all of these aircrafts. So if they still have access to aircrafts, who cares if they go towards Goliath? Just blow them the fuck up. That was the whole reason, the whole point of trying to fight back with poisoned code is because we no longer have access to the military because of our sucked data. But now we have bombers that are going to go blow up Ice Cube. Just fucking blow up the aliens if we still have this ability. It's, oh my god, it actually made me upset. So, anyway, they rewrite the code, but Ice Cube has no way of taking that code and injecting it into Goliath downstairs because they don't allow thumb drives in the secured building. But, and this is where it gets so fucking shameless, but Mark has a thumb drive, and Mark works for Amazon. And you know what else Amazon has? Prime Air. So Mark gives a whole sales pitch about how Prime Air works and how he can give the thumb drive to the drone for Amazon Prime Air and fly it to him just like Amazon Prime does. And I'm not kidding, he gives a sales pitch. And then he takes the Amazon Prime drone and he flies the thumb drive over to Ice Cube. But not without some really intense dogfighting where the aliens are laser beaming at Mark flying the Amazon drone, but it's just too good. It's much more effective than all of the government planes, it seems, because they were just getting blown out of the sky with lasers at one point. Meanwhile, Mark, who is not a fighter pilot, he's something far stronger, an Amazon Prime drone delivery expert. He's dodging all their lasers, he's doing fucking barrel rolls, and then Dave is hacking nearby drones in order to blow up the aliens that are attacking Mark's drone. Again, how is he even able to access drones? That shit shouldn't be working in the first place, what you've already fucking established here. But anyway, Mark's made it to the building, but he hits something on the way in, and his drone flips over, and he can't flip it back. But luckily, they get to see that there is a man taking cover nearby through the camera of the drone. We get to see this. There's a man taking cover nearby, so Ice Cube instructs Faith to hack into the guy's phone and send him a text message asking him to flip over the drone. So she does. She hacks into his phone, sends the text message. The guy checks his phone. He says, "No way, are you kidding me? There's aliens here. I'm going to die if I do that." And then Mark says, bribe him with he didn't use the word bribe. Mark said, offer him $1,000 Amazon gift card. So she does. She sends him a text offering an Amazon Prime gift card for $1,000. And he instantly sprints over there. He reads it, sprints over, he flips the drone up for the bribed $1,000 Amazon gift card. So then Mark continues the mission. He delivers a thumb drive to Ice Cube. He makes it to the Goliath interface. And then as he's approaching the Goliath interface to plug it in, the tentacles are getting all up in his ass. And he's reaching heroically to plug in the cannibal code. And he does it. But then the feed cuts. But all the aliens start dropping like flies. They've done it. Cannibal code was a great success. The aliens are dead. Our data is still not safe. They still have all of our data, but the aliens are now gone, and they abort the bombing mission, so Ice Cube gets to survive. And then the bad guy, Briggs, gets arrested, and disruptors are now hailed as heroes across the globe. And then there's like a special mention about like how important privacy and data is. So like the government's calling on Ice Cube saying, we thank you for your service. We'd like you to come up with a new surveillance system that takes privacy into account because we think privacy is important now. And Ice Cube says, no, that's not my style anymore. Now, instead of watching people, I'm going to be watching you. And that's the end. That is Amazon's War of the Worlds. There's a lot that I just omitted, by the way. Because it is just so unbelievably uninteresting and just downright insulting to the entire act of making a film that I just didn't even put it into the notepad. There is literally nothing redeeming about this film. The only positive I could almost squeak out here is that it is enjoyably shitty. Like, I do think this would have been a lot of fun to watch with friends because there is so much to laugh at and make fun of. But watching it on my own, sometimes it actually just made me mad. Like, it is crazy how bad this movie is, because it is really just like an ad being shoved down your throat, but in the form of a movie. Like, I do actually think that this is probably the start of where we see advertising go, where they disguise movies as ads. Like, they've already made this huge push for AI-generated ads, like, across the board. I keep seeing that pop up. I think they will also use AI to AI-generate movies that are actually just ads as well. It is just incredibly bad. That's really about it. It is the worst movie I've seen. See ya. Oh, I can start as Charlie. Well, do you want to be me or Joe? I'll let you be me. I want to see what kind of decisions you think I'd make. You're gonna make me the biggest fucking idiot on the 7 Seas. I already know it. I'm hoping it's good, like Until Dawn. I really like Until Dawn.
The 60% makes me nervous.
I think Until Dawn also had like a 60% though.
No, it didn't. It was like critically acclaimed. Because it had Rami Malek in it.
No, if I remember right, they were lukewarm.
Plus, it had like, what was that chick's name? The short chick? She was like a big deal in Hollywood as well.
Piper
They
Perry?
had like an A-list. Who? No, Hayden Panettiere. Patisserie, whatever her name.
Hayden Panettiere or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's a name I haven't heard since Until Dawn. I think that killed her career.
Chat wants the lights off, Charlie.
Oh, it's a scary game. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck. I have a countdown.
Don't worry, I'll pause it again.
Did you fucking pause it again?
Yeah. I didn't want you to miss a single second. Who knows what kind of contextual clues you could have missed on.
What a fun stream this is, just pausing every fucking frame. Wait, you said he was beating you up?
Yeah, just don't press the button.
Oh, it's too late. I already took his lunch money, I guess. Oh, there we go. I get it. Yeah, he just got me with a mean left hook.
Yeah, so I was there for like 5 minutes just letting him like pour punches into me. Take out his frustration.
This is a really advanced training dummy, goddamn.
Yeah, why don't they use that on the front lines?
I don't know, it's gonna start doing capoeira and shit on me.
Oh, that's got skull and crossbones on it.
What do you think's in the box, Jackson?
The training dummy.
His coffin
Chinese Weapon X.
rises from it like Dracula.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna decrease the volume from there.
I hope throughout the rest of the gameplay we're just constantly pausing for such minor adjustments. Man, how hard did Joe get punched?
Punched him right into a jail cell. Hey, that was me!
No, this is... Oh, wait. No, what?
It's Charlie.
They're-
I'm Charlie.
They're fucking identical. Wait, so are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm spinning around. Are you seeing this?
That's me.
Or are you seeing Joe?
No, that's me spinning around. So you see me looking
Wait,
like
what?
confused?
No, wait, no. We're both spinning around. I won't spin around. You keep spinning around if you're spinning around.
No, I stopped spinning around now.
No, you
Okay,
spin around.
alright, I'm walking in a
How do we
circle.
figure this out? Okay, no, we're in different parts of the ship. That's a cool concept. I like this.
Okay. You should really stream your perspective, so that way we can have like a cohesive story together.
Actually, yeah, I should.
Just fire on your stream. We can go ahead and pause, Jackson. We haven't done that enough
Yeah,
yet.
I enjoy the pause.
Yeah, that's fine.
What? What's wrong?
Stop looking at me,
I'm
Charlie.
staring at the camera.
Break the fourth wall. Put your arm
What
around
a
me for the
fool.
Tinder pic.
It's really annoying how slow they move. Move faster.
Why did you pause?
I didn't even pause. I pressed the bumper buttons.
Oh. You paused on a jump scare and now we see who's scaring us. You've ruined it.
Wait, is there a jump scare? I didn't see a jump scare. Did you?
Well, yeah, that was the big noise and now there's that the little kid running around there who's probably a ghost.
Wait, I don't see a kid.
You don't see a kid?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, we're having such different experiences. Oh, it's
jeez.
bucked me.
I saw him in the mess hall. He was fit as a fiddle. Poor fucker.
What? What does him being fit as a fiddle have to do with anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he could be the world's
He
most
could die
happy...
of a heart attack or something.
I saw him 2 hours ago and he was so happy and now he's been killed. How is it possible?
Look how he died too.
Yeah.
He's obviously been like shocked to death or something. Doesn't matter how fit he was.
Did you see the kid that time or only me?
I'm not seeing any kids.
I'm seeing a lot of kids.
Oh, I'm seeing a Chinese man though that's dead.
I don't see that.
Where are you? I've lost you.
Hey, come here.
Oh, we've separated, I see. I've entered the children's daycare, I guess.
Wait, you're dead on my screen.
No, I'm not.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you're dead on the floor. You're
Oh.
telling me to hide.
Oh, then you were dead on the floor for me, because I just saw a dead man, but I couldn't recognize it.
I'll hide.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot some children, I guess. Thanks for the resub, Gray.
I'm hiding.
Wow, I actually am just lighting up a child.
The ghost child?
I couldn't hear you
Oh,
over
you
this.
son of a bitch!
What happened?
I think you shot me.
Are you hiding inside of an electrical box?
Yes. You killed me.
I'm going into shock, Jackson. It's too much for me to take.
Did you open up the box?
No, I didn't open it up. I saw a child run in there and I decided instead of asking questions to fucking murder it.
I was in there. You told me to hide, so I followed your direction.
Ah, you shouldn't have listened. Are you right now on the Duke of Maiden small ship?
I'm walking over to a ship.
Okay.
Oh, so you're the guy on the ship?
Well, I don't know. Are you looking at Alex?
I'm
right
Brad.
now? Okay,
I'm Brad. I'm
Alex.
witty. I'm Alex's brother, and I'm innocent.
I'm Julia's boyfriend, and I'm insecure.
Hey,
I'm looking at a wedding
so,
ring.
can I get your input on something?
Oh, you're gonna ask me?
Just, kind of a big thing I'm trying to make a
Oh,
decision about.
you're gonna ask me if you should marry your girlfriend? I'm gonna say nothing.
School?
Oh.
No, but it's just kind of a
Yeah,
big life
if we weren't
choice,
talking in a
you know?
chat, you wouldn't know I just looked at a wedding ring and you'd have no idea what this was about, huh? Hey, what's up, Jessica?
Hey!
You bitch. Oh, Julia.
Julia. Jessica's the other one. The one that's Conrad.
The foolhardy Conrad. Just don't talk to Conrad. We only talk to
I'm
women.
not going to. He asked me if I've ever been diving before. I just stared at him.
Where's the old crust?
No one ever talked to Conrad. Ooh, Fliss.
That's a cool name.
Okay, look, you're the client.
Are you coming over to
I'm
me?
just saying we don't have unlimited daylight.
Eventually.
I'm gonna go help Conrad and Julia with the camera.
Yeah, come over and have a look at this. I found something.
What you got?
What do you got there, pussy? What is it, the
Look
Loch
at
Ness
this.
Monster?
Feast your eyes on this.
Whoa. Google image.
Brad's calculations
It's
were
pictures
right
of my
on
sister naked.
Always bet on Brad.
He's a whiz. You should thank him.
We found a place.
Hello, friends.
In all the right places.
I got it. And I took it back.
My cutscene then is just you spinning around, looking shocked.
I'm trying to keep up here. There's a lot to take in. This is a good conversation, boys.
For all you know, this could be a war grave. Disturbing it would.
Oh man, you
Ooh.
look real angry.
Oh, don't be fooled. All I'm thinking about is getting wet.
What?
Okay.
I'm peeing my pants right now.
Suit on, it's gonna get hot in there.
That's not nearly
Yeah, I
as
think you need to work on
smooth.
your material.
Yeah, he's
As
falling
Conrad
apart.
thinks it is.
Come up with some better jokes.
That wasn't a joke. I pissed myself.
Is it my turn to hit on you?
Hey,
Hello.
That's the end of that conversation.
About the train that I
wanna
asked
just
you
let it
about
do
the
its
other
thing.
day, do you think my friend
just
should
turned off
say
her
grace
machine.
before eating
You know
said
your brother
prayer?
can't handle his drink.
Hello, I'm going boat to make sure you're all atheist.
I'm climbing in bed. Oh shit.
I'm just letting Conrad get the shit beat out of him.
Good. I've got a gun held to my head.
I just got punched a lot. That was easy.
Well, I don't. What's
We're being robbed.
is this a robbery? They've come to hear your story, Brad. Word travels quickly around the sea.
What if I just
On
don't?
my head.
What if I just don't ungag her? Sniff
You
my
have to?
fingers, Fliss. It smells like my ass, doesn't it? Oh, wait, I actually...
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that would happen. I thought I had all the time in the world. Don't ungag her. Just stay in here.
Okay.
I think it's best
Never
if we
mind, I
ju-
give up.
I think it's best we just do what they say.
No one's ever gonna. Now it's Conrad's turn.
Just farts in his face. Like the Riot Games CEO.
I'm just taking turns, almost.
Hey, now you put your ass in my face. Complete the cycle.
Alright, here, come over here.
There we go.
Alright, good hustle.
Now we wait. We totally expected you guys to ungag yourselves. What the fuck is this? Nothing we could do,
If only
Fliss.
we could know what she's saying!
Yeah, you best believe that's a real title right there. There is legitimate drama with Ice Spice and the SpongeBob movie. Some of you may have heard her hit new song, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants OK. She is in the new SpongeBob film, and she went to a premiere event for it and chose very interesting accoutrements where she is now facing a lot of heat because this is a kid's movie and she's got her bikini bottoms fully out here. This clip is pure poetry, though, that much I will admit. This is at the premiere, and the Patrick costume, his eyes make it look like he's going, "Auga, auga," to Ice Spice's bare butt cheeks out in the wind right there, looking like Patrick Starr's discovering that mayonnaise might actually be an instrument. Now, you're not going to believe this. If you're standing up, you need to sit down. There were children at the premiere for the SpongeBob movie. Can you believe it? A kids movie having kids in attendance for the premiere? Who would have thought? So a lot of people are criticizing this choice of outfit as inappropriate. And I agree. I think it's a really weird choice to wear a sheer dress with a thong where your entire ass is out at the premiere for a kids movie to an event that is attended by kids. I don't know what goober signed off on this wardrobe choice, but he was getting a little too goofy there. It is, I think, a pretty baffling decision. And speaking of baffling, you know what else is going to boggle your mind is the incredible Christmas sale at GamerSupps that starts today. You get a free gift with every tub, so go to gamersupps.gg and use code MOIST. There's a link in the description. Get some goof juice. It'll help elevate your game. Ice Spice might even fall in love with you if you do. And I want to immediately come in here and lat spread real quick and dispel a rumor that I'm seeing taken hold, an insidious fib that's a load of dirty barnacles that a lot of people are sharing as though it's the truth, where there are people unironically claiming that Ice Spice didn't wear this to an event that was attended by children. She wore this to a SpongeBob 18 plus only influencer event for the SpongeBob film. Even just saying that sentence burns my lips. Like, hey pal, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? You think there is a SpongeBob 18 plus only event? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What the truth is that she wore this to an event for the SpongeBob movie that was attended by influencers, but it was not exclusively for 18 plus. There's pictures of her in this outfit at this event with children, like this right here. Apparently that is a 15-year-old influencer that she took this photo with. There is even video where she is talking to a room about the SpongeBob film, and you can see a bunch of kids in the audience, and she is wearing this dress.
Sorry, I'm out of breath. Yeah, enjoy. I've never seen the film, so this will be my first time too.
There's a couple other clips of her talking, and you can see that there are kids there. So I don't know where this lie is coming from, that it's only 18 plus at the Ice Spice SpongeBob premiere event. That is the most outlandish statement ever. I don't know where that information came from. Maybe Plankton's trying to toss around a bunch of horseradish, but wherever it started, the genesis, it's not true. They're schmeckeldorfing you with it. I don't think there's a chance for a misunderstanding where it's supposed to be an 18 plus only SpongeBob event, but they were letting kids in anyway with like their parental supervision. I doubt it, because why would there even be an 18 plus SpongeBob event for the SpongeBob movie, which is a family-friendly children's film? Why would they host an exclusively adult-only SpongeBob event? That would be really confusing. That would be an interesting choice. But again, based on all the evidence I can see from her talking to this room, as well as like the pictures she took with kids, I think I could say with a high level of confidence that this was an event attended by children, and she decided to wear this outfit, which I do not think is appropriate here. I think it's a really weird, peculiar choice of dress for her for an event like this, a kids movie, a kids premiere. It's just not the time nor the place to be wearing a see-through dress and a thong, having your whole keister out. Like, imagine I was voicing a character in the new Bluey film, right? I'm playing Bluey in Bluey the big budget blockbuster feature film, and I get invited out to the Bluey world premiere, and I scoot in sideways, get out of my car in a banana hammock, and I'm just screaming, "Bluey for life, yeah!" That'd be some freaky shit. Because it's just not appropriate attire for a kid's event to be wearing some shit like that. And I've seen some delusional takes on this, by the way. I saw some people trying to argue that what she's wearing is very in line for the SpongeBob cartoon itself, where like Patrick will have his butt out, or like SpongeBob's butt. And it's like, well, what's the big deal if Ice Spice does it too with her tuchus? And I have to wonder if you need to be institutionalized if you're actually trying to argue that. That is such a crazy thing to compare a cartoon gag moment with butt to a real-life person going to a kid's event with her ass out. And this is a performer who is well known for sexual content in the first place. I think it's a very odd fit to have her be in the film in the first place. I said that the second that song dropped, I thought it was odd that they choose Ice Spice to do the big guy pants okay stuff when one of Ice Spice's biggest shticks, like her main thing and something she herself talks about, is how overtly sexual she is in her lyricism, in her dancing, and in her attire. It is weird that they'd even choose Ice Spice in the first place for it. But even going beyond that, The fact that she still maintains that at a kid's premiere is just not appropriate. And it's not comparable to SpongeBob or Patrick having a gag moment with their butt. That is a crazy thing to try and compare a cartoon to real life like that. That is unhinged lunacy, and you need to be evaluated. And I also saw a lot of people saying, well, if you have an issue with this, you must have an issue with the beach too, because there's girls in bikinis at the beach. What if a kid sees that at the beach, huh? Where's the outrage there? And that is also a weak, stupid argument. That is swimming attire at a place where swimming takes place. Let's say there's an Arthur event coming up and they want to get excited about Arthur coming back, so they bring out a bunch of kids to a big premiere event and they bring out their celebrity speaker and they come out wearing a bikini. That's inappropriate. That's weird. Why did they decide to wear a bikini to a kid's event? There's no swimming or anything taking place. That doesn't check out. That's fucking peculiar. That's inappropriate. It's just that simple. I don't think this is that deep. I don't see how there's any kind of like debate. You can easily just recognize that maybe dressing like this for a kid's movie and a kid's premiere event just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not a good idea. And I saw people trying to argue that this is like one of her more modest fits, so she should be applauded for that. You're really going to sit there and try and tell me with a straight face that there is literally nothing else she can wear? It has to be like really revealing with her whole ass out type clothes? I find that hard to believe. Surely there were other wardrobe options, I would imagine, that would have made far more sense for an event like this. Anyway, just a pretty wacky situation here that I wanted to yap about a little bit. That's about it. See ya. In life, there is no debuff greater than growing up with a big, pathetic loser as a father. It is just setting you up for a bad time, and I feel really bad for the kid you're about to learn about here, because his father is just a complete, total weenie. His dad is directly involving his son in his fraudulent business, which is scamming people for Pokemon cards.
We gotta make sure that everybody's getting what they paid for. You don't want anybody mad.
Alright, so Tay, and then we'll do...
I'm trying to do it nice and safe. I don't want them to ruin their cards.
Wait, okay.
Professor Research, Black Belt Training, Rescue Board, Buddy Poet, Eevee, and I thought it was a good.
Dude hits the foghorn leghorn there. Well, I saw. Anyway, this is another whatnot scammer, but this one's a little different because he's turned the scamming business into a family deal. So he actually has his son going through the chat and even opening packs for the chat that normal people have spent real money on under the impression that they are legitimate, untampered packs, but in reality they are resealed, meaning this goober, this fucking slime, went through, took out all of the hits, but then put a bunch of shitty cards in there and resealed it and is now selling them for full price, well, scalper price, which is even higher than full price, to unsuspecting victims on Whatnot. And you can even see in this first pack here, packs do not open like that typically. These packs are fucking falling apart. And it's not like some conspiracy theory that people upset they didn't get big hits from are making up. He even gets caught towards the end of this where he repackaged the pack incorrectly and he just says, "Ah, bud, we got caught." And so then he starts talking about how they got caught red-handed, telling his son that they're gonna have to, stop for a little while and wait till people leave because, well, they just got their scam exposed. So he is literally teaching his kid how to be a piece of shit like him. That is the legacy he is leaving behind to his son. How to scam people for Pokemon cards. Is there anything more pitiful? What a fucking embarrassing loser of a father.
Be careful, okay?
Shoot,
Don't worry
okay,
about it. Just
fine.
be careful with the cards. Can everyone tap the screen and get some hearts for these guys? Thank you so much, Bedazzled. Wow. That is love.
This is a problem heavy. You're doing this for your son. It's a blessing. Oh, luck. Pokemon, luck. Share this live stream. Tay,
Yes, share this live stream. Thank you so much, guys. You guys deserve the world. I'm happy you're doing this with your son. It's a blessing. Thank you so much, guys. Almost. Remember, you got to keep it there. Is it a hit? Is it a hit? Ah, almost.
It's so sickeningly shameless. Not only does he use his son to open and peddle these fake resealed packs to people that have bought them, he also uses his son as a marketing tool, telling people like, oh, look how wholesome this is. Dad and his boy just opening some packs, you know, this is our little homegrown business. Thanks for supporting. Make sure to share this stream, you know, give us a lot of hearts, like support us. This is like really good stuff right here, guys. So want to thank you. You guys are kind of like part of our family too now. You know that? Make sure to share our whatnot stream so that way more people can buy these resealed packs. Come on, guys. It's me and my son. Me and my boy, Junior here. Come on.
Only do Pokemon. We do baseball and football.
It's just no
What's
luck.
up with these packs, dude? I wish I knew.
I guess we're just not having any luck.
I mean, hey, if you wanna give us the hits, I mean, please, we'll be more than willing to take them. That's why I always tell him to not take it off camera so that you guys don't think anything. It means the hits are incoming. Exactly. I say grass.
If you love eating shit, well, he had some great news for you because not only does he scam you with Pokemon cards, sounds like he also does it with sports cards too. Holly jolly, Christmas has come early. Now this is when the chat started to realize something fishy was going on. The packs kept opening in really suspicious ways. The crazy thing is, people that buy packs through whatnot, they've definitely opened some themselves. You can immediately recognize that there is something awry with the way these packs are just fucking disintegrating at like the slightest movement of it. Like these packs just fucking blow up like it's Team Fortress 2 and you just got insta-gibbed. Like there's something off. And not only that, there are no hits. It's only shits. It's very suspicious, and now he's trying to like convince them, oh, it's just we're hitting a dry spell here. It's just really unlucky. Geez, you know. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. This is my son, by the way. It's really wholesome stuff. You wouldn't be mean to him, right? He's the one opening packs. Also, he's trying to convince people that there's nothing shady going on because everything stays on camera. He's like, this is what I teach my son. We gotta make sure everything is above board. No, you know, silliness with the cards going off screen because we don't want anyone to think that we're scamming you with the old switcheroo or something. It's all right there in your face, up close and personal. Like that proves anything. It's a fucking resealed pack. It doesn't matter. You didn't have to bring it off screen to scam. You had already scammed before ever going live.
Alright. Now if this doesn't work, these packs have to be refilled.
Excuse me?
Pokey, alright, yeah, hope for
These packs have to be resealed. Alright, Pokey, I mean, if you actually feel that way, I mean, that's fine. I mean
Alright, let's just do that. Don't say that.
No, it's fine, Wick. Don't even worry about it. We're not defending ourselves. We I mean, yeah, we don't do that stuff. I mean, we could stop the stream right now, honestly. We don't do that, but if anything, we are literally a part of it. We support the community so much, like we are actually collectors. We are we are collectors, trust me. We have plenty. We don't need to reseal anything. We have our own stuff.
The fuck are you blabbering about? What are you even saying? No, resealing? Resealing? I can't even pronounce that word. I've never seen it. I don't know what that means. No, we wouldn't do anything like that. We're collectors. We have our own stuff. We wouldn't reseal. The fuck does that even mean? You're collectors, you have your own stuff, you don't need to reseal. It has nothing to do with anything. This unskippable cutscene here is just the worst fucking dialogue, this mumbo-jumbo that has nothing to do with the scam that he's performing. And he couldn't sound more guilty if he tried. This actually seems like in LA Noire when you have the guiltiest person in front of you, he just keeps going, heh, reseal? Heh, ha, heh, ha, ha, like, you could not sound more nervous.
Just ignore him, dude. Don't worry about that. Not too quick, not too quick.
Ooh, okay. Yes.
Look. Oh no, but they're resealed though, right?
Finally, nice.
Got a hit. Alright, cool.
Finally.
This was their big gotcha moment, slam dunking on the haters here, proving them wrong. You fools thought they were resealed? Check out this turbo hit here. Meanwhile, the card is worth 25 cents. It is still a piece of dog doo-doo. Like, it is still resealed. They just slid something in there that wasn't the standard, like, reverse hollow trash that nobody wants. It is still pennies compared to what they're paying for on these packs.
I can't wait till somebody gets a huge hit so that they can stop talking. That's Black Bolt. Don't worry about that one.
Okay. Oh
That's,
my.
see, you're worried about the wrong thing. Look, show him his cards. Show him his cards. Because they're going to think that you're doing something sketchy. Oh, what is that? Master Ball or no?
Pokeball.
Pokeball. And green. Grass. Oh, wait.
Another Pokeball.
All right, put it in the pack. Yeah, so that's literally what I was just saying about the yeah, we gotta stop, dude. We gotta stop. We got caught right there. We got a Pokeball right behind the energy. Yeah. That was cooked. That was pretty cooked.
This guy is a complete failure in every aspect of life. Not only did he fail at the easiest scam ever of just packing the Pokemon cards in the correct order, he somehow fucked that up. The reason he got caught red-handed there, so much so that not even he could wiggle his way out of it, is because he put the fucking energy in between the hits there. That doesn't happen. That never happens in real packs. And he also thought he turned the stream off when he openly admits to getting caught in his scam. What he is openly admitting to is a crime. It is fraud. He has scammed people out of their hard-earned clams. And he is now admitting to it on camera to his son, telling him, yeah, we gotta stop. We just got caught. That was real bad. We just, yeah, they got us. They really got us on that one, sport.
Yeah. No, we can. Just not right now. Gotta do it later. Gotta make sure all those people get off. And then we do it again. That was pretty bad, dude.
Can't, bro.
We made a good amount, though. We made a great amount.
When he sees his phone, that's when he realized he was still live. So he had planned on just letting this sit and simmer for a little while, so all the people he scammed, he was just going to wait for them to all just, like, go to bed and de-aggro, because they clearly called him out on it. They then knew full well it was a scam, and they've now just heard him admit to it. So his plan was to just wait, so that way they could do it again later to another group of suckers. And he's teaching his son this, by the way. He is treating this like it's a real practice that he is now involving his son in. This is what he is teaching his kid. That is sad. I feel terrible for the kid to have this loser as their dad. That shit sucks. And he's bragging about how much money they made doing it. Talking about they made a great amount doing it. You know, hold your head up high, son. We did great with the scam today. It's so awful, man. It's so fucking awful. This guy super sucks. Terrible father. Absolutely horrible. That's really about it. So, yeah. I feel like I'm playing an old DOSBox game.
I can't believe how huge they are.
This is a fetish.
At the height of the slipper.
God, imagine what Stuart Little saw, am I right?
Fascinating.
I'm leaving this a like. This ASMR is tingly.
Dangerous.
Woo! Oh god, he's getting in there. He's fucking splunking.
Into the tow wave.
Now what?
Now what am I gonna do?
They gotta huff those precious fumes. It's the only option. I have no doubt in my mind this guy graduated with some type of film degree, and this is how he uses his talent. But man, think of where these shoes have been, the stories they tell, the feet they've seen. It's worth it. Oh no.
I think she's coming.
Good lord.
I'm gonna have to stay at the very end here.
Honey, I shrunk the feet.
Too dangerous.
Catch your foot. Oh god, no.
I'm trapped in here.
No, it can't end this way.
I won't be able to get.
Activate Wumbo.
Oh man.
Is he coming?
So powerful.
Oh. Oh. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh. Whoa. Which one of you cowards just came in my pants? This is like some kind of deranged Lego movie, but real live action.
My opportunity. Now.
Whoa! We've entered an airfield. Jump!
Of the slipper.
Man, Joaquin Phoenix really commits hard to his roles. First Joker, now this. Oh, you can't climb that. No one's ever been able to climb that slipper wall.
He climbed
He's doing it!
and clung on to the material.
Sticking in the realm of Batman references, it's just like when Bane escaped. Talia al Ghul spoilers. Holy shit.
He got near the top, however,
Where do you think you're going?
No! He was so close, that blood-curdling scream. Fuck me, this audio mixing is haunting.
onto her giant socked foot.
He's doing it!
Out.
The hero!
But he had to be very careful that he was not caught.
Well, it's not very careful there. He's just kind of strolling out there.
Squish him down
Oh god, oh fuck, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's
fraught with danger.
Yep, your old friendly neighborhood foot fetishist Spider-Man.
There, he thought he was free. Free at last.
It's like those old Mortal Kombat characters.
Get away from his...
What will Tiny Husband do next? How many feet must he fight till he's finally free? And why doesn't his wife realize that her husband has shrunk himself down? Well, we do have a little more. Tiny Husband in the Toy Car. Seems like a direct sequel. Tiny Husband, I think there's something wrong with your car. It sounds like spaghetti being twirled by hand. Tiny Husband, judging by the sound, I think your car's about to get brain freeze. To be fair, I couldn't make this. The editing is too much for me. But I'm glad Tiny Husband was able to pull it off so convincingly. God, his wife is such a bitch. Doesn't she know her husband likes to shrink himself down and play with the Hot Wheels cars? Get the fuck out of there, Tiny Husband, she's onto you. Kick that shit into the 4th gear. No! Is that pantyhose? Oh god! She hung herself. This is a weird shot. What's happening? Is the Lord summoning her to heaven? Well, I guess it's an open-ended ending. Up to the viewer's imagination as to what happened to Tiny Husband next. In my mind, he enlarges himself again and makes sweet love to his wife. Stranger Things final season just dropped. Well, volume 1 of the final season just dropped, so they're releasing it in like waves. And I just finished it. So, let's give you the review. Does the 9 years, the nearly a decade of build-up start to pay off here? The question on everyone's mind. 5 seasons in 10 years. One of the biggest criticisms around this show isn't even really the quality of the show. It's the time in between seasons where it's like 3 years of just fucking purgatory, so then everyone kind of forgets what was happening by the time the new season rolls around. And I always see the intense enthusiasts of this show start attacking people that point that out, like, oh, you homunculi, what, you can't remember every single fucking iota of detail that happened 3 years ago from the last season? Well, why don't you just do what I do and watch the entire series start to finish every 3 years in preparation for the new season? It's simple. And I just think that's a really weak argument. I think it's a very valid, legit criticism to say, like, a lot of time passes that it loses a lot of its hype. So much time has passed that the actors started as children and are now full-fledged adults. Millie Bobby Brown even has a child of her own, and they're still playing these same characters that are supposed to be kids. It is unusual how much time passes between new seasons, and it's preposterous to expect everyone to do fucking homework and rewatch the series every couple of years so that way they can be caught up with what's going on so they don't feel fucking lost with the new season. Anyway, though, I think it's a real complaint. That's the whole point I'm making. But the final season, Volume 1, is here. But real quick, before diving into the spaghetti and meatballs of this review, I want to let you know Starforge Black Friday sale is live right now. It is fucking huge, up to $1,000 off of everything, so you can go there and check it out if you're looking for a better PC. It's got the best PCs in the universe. You can click the link below. So overall, my thoughts on Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1 are that it's fine. It's a little bit of a letdown. Like, there are more things I didn't like about it than things I liked. There were definitely still things I enjoyed about it, but there were so many things in here that I thought were just kind of underwhelming and even went against some of the, like, really good things Stranger Things had done in previous seasons. I'm going to be getting into spoilers, so this is your full warning here. I'm not going to spoil like everything with the first 4 episodes, but there are some things I want to talk about that I just think showcase that they were really trying to just get through it. There are just a lot of moments in here where it feels rushed. And I think there's no better example of that than the military themselves here. They, right now, lack any real clear motive for what they're doing. Like, we don't understand why the military is carrying out plans the way they are, other than just, we're the bad guys. That's as deep as it goes right now, and I'm sure that'll be fleshed out more in the next drop of in the next volume of the final season. But right now, they're just literally flat, one-dimensional antagonist, military bad. And they put that fist up your ass, letting you know you should not be rooting for the military at all. So, like, they start taking kids from Hawkins to bring them to their barracks to try and protect them, but what they're actually doing is using the kids as bait. Which one character's like, well, this is kind of fucked up, and she says, well, get over it, rub some dirt in it, pussy. Dr. K, that's like the new main military bad guy. And then, like, as the kids are there, the military's like, really mean to them. Like, one of the officers even like just slaps one of the kids when he like speaks up and says something rude. Military guy's just like, poof. It's like, okay, so military bad, I get it. But what I don't get is like the response to everyone else in Hawkins about the military. So like they have Hawkins quarantined basically, like they're prisoners, they can't leave Hawkins. And everyone's totally fine with that. They're like, oh yeah, no, just fucking normal day paradise here. So much so that when they start taking their kids, the families don't put up any kind of stink about it. They don't like fight back or anything at all. They literally go door to door and just say, we need your child. And the parents are like, okay, we'll take them. Do you want all of them? Like, I have more children. Do you want to take all of them or just this one? It's like, what the fuck? Really? All the parents are going to be okay with the military just taking their kids to their undisclosed location that is inaccessible to the parents? It's really fucking weird that maybe like the entirety of Hawkins has been hit by a stupid beam. Why though? Like, what are they trying to accomplish? We don't know yet. So they're just like literally cartoonishly evil to a certain degree. So when you see Hop just start gunning them down, murdering a bunch of them, or watching Eleven snap one of their necks like she was breaking a Kit Kat bar, even dropping like a quirky one-liner saying, sorry for this, and then he falls from the second story, you're just supposed to be like, yeah, that was a bad guy, because military bad. We don't know what they're even trying to do yet, though. So they just feel like such a lame villain, and they're actually fucking incompetent too, by the way. That is like a crazy wombo combo here, because you set up the military as like one of the big forces here that they're battling against, and they have this massive base set up, both in the normal world and in the Upside Down. And in both of these cases, they are extensively researching, studying, and mastering their understanding of the Upside Down and the creatures that reside there, like the Demogorgon and stuff. Yet, in the final episode, when they get ambushed by Demogorgon, it's clear the military has no real answers to them. Instead, they continue to just use their guns, which have been established for a decade now, are not effective against the Demogorgon at all, yet all they rely on is their fucking guns. There's only one brave goober in their entire platoon, in this entire military base of hundreds of soldiers, that decides to use the flamethrower. To great effect, mind you. So why, with all they understand about these creatures, with entire science labs dedicated to the full understanding, Dr. K even demonstrating that she knows heat is what is weakening the thing that strangles, which is basically like a fucking hentai tentacle monster that starts strangling Hop, even explaining like, they thrive in the cold, but heat weakens it. Why then is this entire military operation gun-focused instead of having more fire-based weaponry? Or like incendiary grenades or something? Why? Why are they fucking stupid? If they have that knowledge, is it like budget reasons? Like they weren't allocated enough budget to buy fucking flamethrowers, more of those, or God forbid even a lighter? Jesus, a flare maybe even? Why are they still using guns knowing full well it doesn't work on these creatures? It just doesn't make sense, especially considering that they have done so much research and actually thoroughly understand a lot of it to the point where they literally have L's kryptonite. They have basically the brown note that they're able to blast through their satellite dishes, their, antennas, which is like a frequency that disrupts Elle and she can't like use her powers anymore and it hurts her. They call it her kryptonite. So they studied so much that they now can fight against El, one of the most powerful beings in the show, yet they can't just get some more flame weaponry to actually fight the other creatures that they are literally basically cohabitating with. I don't get it. Are the guns just to keep the kids in line so that they can start shooting the kids if they start asking too many questions? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. It just feels a little lazy, and it's my big complaint about part 1 is that a lot of it feels rushed. It knows it needs to get to certain places, but to get there, it doesn't really follow what's already been established. It just kind of like speed runs through it, at least in my perspective. And I also don't like that a lot of the character interactions just feel really weird and out of place. And the biggest culprit of that is Dustin and Steve. Now, their banter has been established since the beginning, basically. Like, they have camaraderie where they joke back and forth and they do argue. But in this season, that's dialed up to fucking 5,000. There is not a single scene with these two together where they are not at each other's throats. And to me, that just doesn't compute, because these are like basically best friends, and Dustin is a shell of his former self. After the death of Eddie, he's traumatized from it, and hellfire being dragged through the mud, it really hurts him. So his big character arc here is he's trying to basically stick it to the bullies by staying true to himself, like Hellfire's the greatest, Eddie's the GOAT, and for that he keeps getting his ass kicked, and it actually starts to deteriorate his friendships with Steve and the rest of the gang. And then when Steve is like trying to talk to him about it, he's not even really talking to him. He immediately is just combative with Dustin about it. And then Dustin is combative back. So then they're just perpetually arguing back and forth to the point where they have to implement a rule where they don't talk to each other anymore. Because every time they do, they argue. And when they break that rule, they're just arguing again. It's really annoying. These are like supposed to be best friends. Steve clearly knows what's going on. Why wouldn't Steve try and connect with him and try and like help him get through what is clearly a very rough period in his life, instead of just immediately pressing his buttons and attacking him? Like, it's not banter like it used to be. They're literally just perpetually arguing for the sake of just having some kind of conflict between them. Same way Steve and Jonathan are constantly arguing now because they're in this competition to impress Nancy. Like, it feels like characters are regressing. And it's just annoying. Especially Jonathan, by the way. His whole role in this series now is basically just being like a stick in the mud. Like, he is just always against the good ideas, and when an idea pans out, he's mad about it panning out. So like Steve, for example, he makes a pretty brave decision to drive his car with all of them in it to the Upside Down as the portal is closing. A decision that Nancy also supports, and Jonathan's like, no, don't do it, don't you fucking do it, don't you fucking do it! And then when they get through there, Jonathan immediately is mad at him like, well, maybe if you didn't drive it to the fucking Upside Down. And it's like, Jonathan, what are you talking about? And that's basically him for the entire volume 1 here of the final season. He's just always against the good idea. It's just lame. His whole character's been reduced to just like being obsessed with trying to like propose to Nancy now to beat Steve in this competition without ever really improving his relationship with Nancy and never actually contributing anything of value to the overall plot anymore. It's really disappointing to see. I also really don't like how inconsistent they are with the Demogorgon for the sake of plot armor around the main cast, or even the parents of the main cast. The viral clip that everyone's shooting spitballs at is when Karen, the mother, is trying to protect Holly and the Demogorgon is chasing them, and it one-taps the husband, whose name I already forgot because he plays such a little role. He hits him with like a golf club, and the guy just slaps his nipples off. He survives, by the way. Well, now Karen is trying to protect Holly, so she breaks a wine glass and starts stabbing it, and the Demogorgon's like really suffering, like, ow, 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 ow. But Karen is literally fucking shaking this thing down for its lunch money, this thing that is unaffected by like bullets and everything, but this wine glass imbued with the power of a mother's love is just blasting it. But it doesn't kill the Demogorgon or anything. It does end up like slashing her, basically like fucking Wolverine cuts her to ribbons, or at least that's what you're supposed to believe. She survives that as well, by the way. But she did so much damage to it that they were able to follow its blood in the Upside Down, which was pretty important for Elle and Hop, which, again, how the fuck is a wine glass more effective at making these things bleed and causing damage than all of the countless bullets that they just fucking face tank, just bullet sponge? I don't get that. It's just for the sake of, this is very important characters. Not only can we not kill them, we also need to make sure they have their moments to shine. I get it, but it's really very interesting when you show a scene like that, and you even show like this Home Alone style sequence where the main cast like booby traps a house and puts a tracker on a Demogorgon, hitting it with like fucking planks of wood and nails, trapping it in barbed wire, and then it's like so afraid that it has to run away from all of these like tiny little like doodads that they were blasting it with. And then you have a scene only an episode later where a Demogorgon, the same kind of Demogorgon, is just eating hundreds of bullets and literally splitting trained soldiers in half with no effort. Yet it can't kill a middle-aged man and woman or a bunch of kids, and it's so afraid of all of them that it has to leave, and it took so much damage that it's fucking bleeding out. It's just, like, I understand suspending disbelief. I get that. But it's a little over the top, and it's a little blatant. Like, the inconsistency with the Demogorgon when it comes to the main cast versus literally everybody else. Which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but it is something that kind of grinded my ass to a grease a little bit at the end of episode 4. Like, I've hit you with a lot of things I didn't like about it, but there are things I do like. I think Will's character is probably the best in the season. Like, this is a character that's basically been benched and sidelined for a while now, where he hasn't really done all that much, and basically his scenes kind of devolve into him just like staring at a camera or feeling his neck over the last few seasons. I struggle to remember anything of real significance he's contributed over the last few seasons, but in this season, he is the most important character, and he gets a huge power boost at the end that I think does actually make sense. It doesn't fully come out of nowhere. They do kind of place the breadcrumbs, but when it happens, you're like, oh wow, he can do that? That's going to be really important. And I think they do a good job of setting it up overall. Murray, I think, is the most enjoyable character in the show. He's basically just coming along delivering gifts and goodies to the crew when they need it in his big old truck, calling himself Santa Claus, delivering, all the valuable materials that they need and doing it with his quirky, wacky personality. I actually like Murray. He was another standout so far in Volume 1. I also think Vecna is an interesting villain, even though they keep introducing new things instead of, like, answering previous questions, which is kind of annoying, which is another one of my, one of my mini bah humbugs here. Like, I don't like how it's mainly just presenting you new information, or even at points like retconning previous information. It's still not giving any answers yet. Even with that in consideration, Vecna is still very interesting, and the mystery of, like, his grand scheme is enough to keep you invested and hooked on it, especially now they introduce, like, all those memories, and there's one that he's very terrified of, where Max has been hiding in this cave, and when she gets into that cave, you just see him just standing there in his normal human Henry form, just crying. I gotta fucking order a French cries there. Why? Like, there is a lot of interesting mysteries it proposes, though it has done a really poor job at providing any answers from things in the previous seasons so far. I'm guessing they're saving that for the next drop, which is a little frustrating. I would have liked to see some lines start to wrap up or start reaching a conclusion, but whatever, there's still plenty of episodes to go. I also think they do a good job of showcasing just how menacing and powerful Vecna is. In the final fight of episode 4, they have him walking out fucking aura farming. He's in his, like, turbo evil Groot form, so he's got, like, fucking tentacles all over him. He looks like a rotting tree ant, and he starts using his abilities to just massacre all of the remaining soldiers from the Demogorgon ambush. And they show how strong he is, and then he has, like, a speech to Will, and then, unfortunately, and this is another thing, the writing in this first volume feels so different from the good writing of older Stranger Things episodes. So after slaughtering 15 soldiers, gruesomely massacring them, Joyce is standing between Vecna and Will, and he just flips her to the side. And then he, force chokes Will over to him and gives a little speech about, you were my first experiment. You broke so easily. Your mind is weak. You've got poop brain, Buster. You got smooth brain. I don't like you. You're stupid. You're stinky. And for that, I'm leaving. And he's gonna let the Demogorgons take care of them. But why, though? Vecna, while he does enjoy reveling in the suffering of others, they've established that, they also, even in this very season, said he is not the kind of person to leave things unfinished, so why wouldn't he have just killed them himself? Why would he not have just immediately, fucking bopped Joyce, just slimed her out right then and there like he did all those soldiers? And I can see why he'd try and let a Demogorgon finish off Will, because that'd be the ultimate torment. But still, it was just it felt lazy, more so than anything. And that's the way I feel about a lot of dialogue in this first half of season 5, where it just feels like these characters talk at each other instead of with each other. So Elle and Hop, as they're going through the Upside Down, which, by the way, the Upside Down is no longer this scary place with bats and giant tentacles and everything. It seems very sterile now. You can make an argument that maybe the military went through and cleared it all out, and they've also been so experienced with it that now it's just no longer a big threat, which I think takes a lot of wind out of the sails of the Upside Down, which was once the worst place imaginable, basically hell. Here, it's fundamentally just a blue light filter area with a little red lightning, and there's nothing else to it. There's no sense of dread or looming terror in the Upside Down. It's basically empty now. The only people left are the fucking military and the Demogorgon once or twice. Outside of that, it's just completely vacant, that place Squidward went to be all alone. So when Elle and Hop are traversing it, they're not even worried. They're just casually strolling through the Upside Down. When Steve, Dustin, Jonathan, and Nancy get into the Upside Down, they're not worried either. They're treating it like a joke that they're now in the Upside Down, and they're just more annoyed that Steve crashed his car. So, the Upside Down is no longer, a scary thing. But what I was getting at with the dialogue, while Elle and Hop are going through the Upside Down, they bicker and then immediately make up, only to bicker again during, their making up, and then bicker again. The line, punk ass, was used, 15 times in a single scene, where Hop is, injured, and she's being stubborn. He's like, hey, you're such a stubborn punk ass. And then she's like, oh, you mean a stubborn punk ass? And he's like, oh, you heard stubborn punk ass? Yeah, well, I guess I'm a stubborn punk ass too. It's okay, come on. You don't need to wear the word out so much. They really hammer that word in there. And that's a lot of their dialogue. It just feels really stiff. But now I want to mention something else that I think is probably a hot take with something I liked from this volume 1. I really like that they brought Eleven's sister back. That's probably a really spicy take, because that episode is still the worst in the series by far. That was in season 2, where they had this random, completely out of left field episode where Eleven meets her sister who has powers like her, and they basically have a fucking biker gang, and they go out causing a ruckus. And that was an episode everyone hated. And it seemed as though they tried to pretend it never existed, because it never came back again. Eleven's sister was never even loosely referenced again, really. But in the final episode here of Volume 1, we see that the thing that was clogging her ability to use her powers and hurting her and weakening her was actually the military using her sister as that sonic weapon. I actually really like that idea, because you can't just say that episode in season 2 is not canon. It has to still exist as a part of the overall lore here. And I think this was a good way of doing it. You no longer have to address anything else about that episode. You now have the most important part of that episode, that character, now in the megamix here in a way that I think does make sense. And now you have another very powerful piece on the chessboard for how they could fight against Vecna. It does make me a little concerned that the final fight between Vecna and the main crew is going to be a fucking Conjuring movie finale where it's basically just force pushes back and forth. I would really hate if it, and I hope I'm wrong, but I can see this happening. I would really hate if it ends with Vecna getting into basically a Dragon Ball Z beam struggle with 11, and then he's like, you can't defeat me alone. And then she's like, I'm not alone. And that's when her sister comes in and adds to the beam. And then that's when Will comes in and adds to the beam. I'm using beam metaphorically because, of course, they're going to be fighting with the invisible force pushes. But then you have all three of the very powerful people all banding together to force push into Vecna, which obliterates him. I would hate that. I would really hate that. And I could maybe see it happening, because now you have three people that can all do this. You have 11, you have her sister, now you have Will. But there is a chance that's how they're going to kill Vecna, and that would really suck. That would be so fucking lame. But hopefully I'm wrong. For now, I do like how they brought Eleven's sister into the fold. I think it was well executed, and I'm very curious to see where it goes with that character now. Anyway, I've been yapping about this one for a while, but this is a season 9 years in the making here, and I don't think it was the greatest Volume 1. I don't think it was bad. Like, I think there were definitely good moments, but instead of providing, like, answers, it is still giving you more questions and expanding upon previous questions, and it's really starting to feel like it's dragging, even though it also feels like it's rushing through certain things. It's just, I don't know, it's just in an odd spot. I'm really hopeful that the next volume, like, I do think this will still, it still has the potential for a good ending, so I'm still looking forward to how it wraps up. It's just, I didn't love this first batch of 4. It was fine. That's really about it. See ya. Everyone's talking about the Steam Machine and soiling their britches, speculating on what the price might be, and it's been a big conversation in the gaming space that I want to weigh in on a little bit here. For those that don't know, the Steam Machine is Valve's latest device, their foray into console gaming. They recently had the Steam Deck come out to great success, and now the Steam Machine is their latest. It is apparently a pretty beefy piece of hardware aiming to deliver 6 times the power of the Steam Deck, capable of running games at 4K 60 FPS. Linus also recently made a video covering the Steam Machine, going over a lot of its capabilities and pretty much everything about it. It is very interesting, and the community's already started calling it the Valve Gabe Cube, which I think is adorable. Don't know if the name's going to stick or not, but I do fuck with that one. But even though this does seem really exciting, people are pretty concerned with what the price on it might be. Especially because apparently Valve has said to expect the pricing to be like a PC, not a console. Which is pretty vague, but it paints a picture that it's probably going to be a little more expensive than what you're expecting when it comes to, like, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo pricing. Because PC prices can vary drastically. There is a lot of wiggle room there for what the price might be. I got your fucking nose, you loser. Point is, people are a little worried that this might be like a $1,500 piece of hardware or something like that, which has led to a lot of debate in the community because that is much higher than traditional console prices, to the point where why would you even bother? You could just get like a full-fledged PC as opposed to getting the Steam Machine instead. And a lot of things that people were speculating is that maybe it would be subsidized because they have the Steam storefront, like the Steam Deck, for example. The Steam Deck is the price that it is because they are able to take a bit of loss on the hardware itself because they make up for it with the Steam storefront, obviously. That, however, is not apparently going to be applicable to the Steam Machine. According to Linus's video, they won't be following that same model where they're going to be, able to get the price of the Steam Machine lower because of the storefront or anything like that, subsidizing through that. Instead, it is just going to be priced like a PC.
A major question mark, though, is of course price. Valve wasn't able to give any specific numbers due to rapidly evolving market conditions, but they will obviously have it nailed down when the Steam Machine launches in Q1 2026 alongside the new Steam controller. They did give me one hint, though. They said that while they expect it to be very competitively priced with a PC, that it will be priced like a PC, rather than like a console with games subsidizing the upfront hardware purchase.
For a lot of people, this has been the biggest alarm bell. This has been the biggest red flag. This has been the poop in the soup here that a lot of people are concerned about, because if it's not going to be subsidized through like the storefront game sales or anything like that, it is just going to be a very expensive piece of hardware. What that price looks like, we don't know, but a lot of people are saying it's kind of dead on arrival just because of that. Because based on the specs and everything here, it will probably be a very expensive console. Plus, it already feels kind of niche because console gamers, they might not really be interested in just having a PC console. They would probably, if they want to do that and make that switch, they'd probably just invest in like a full PC rig. And PC gamers already have a PC, so why would they want a PC gaming console? So it's been like this weird back and forth, and we don't really have definitive answers on a lot of this speculation or anything. The only definitive answer we do have is that the best PCs in the universe come from Starforge. So if you're looking to get a better PC yourself, go to Starforge and check out the options, see if it feels right for you. But when it comes to the Steam machine itself, it feels like it's going to be made or broken by its price. 100%. More so than most things, I would say. Now, before I give my, Cro-Magnon-ass thoughts on this whole thing, I want to give you Linus explaining why he believes that there's probably not being subsidized through the Steam storefront this time around to get the price on the hardware lower.
They wouldn't say why, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's partially to avoid stepping on the margin opportunities of their potential partners for Steam games and Steam software, but also because they recognize that the Steam machine is a full-fledged PC, capable of being used as a full-fledged PC. There's no guarantee then that, say, a corporate purchase of 10,000 of these things would result in a single game sale. So they really do need to protect the sustainability of their hardware business.
That last theory there, that game theory from Linus, was very interesting to me and something that didn't cross my noodle, naturally, because I'm a fucking moron, about, there might not be game sales for a big bulk order. Like if a corporation orders a bunch of these puppies here, that's probably not going to lead to them buying any games through the storefront, thus it's kind of moot to be subsidized through it in that case. So they're looking to protect the hardware investment itself. But, counterpoint to that, if a corporation is looking to buy 10,000 of these, why wouldn't they just buy 10,000 cheaper MacBooks? Because there are some Macs that are priced in like the $600 to $700 ballpark, to my understanding, at least from what I can find online, which is around the price of some of the consoles out there right now, where this is not going to be priced at that. This will most likely be more expensive than that. So why would they choose this over those options? I feel like this might not be the go-to for corporations. So even though the thought process isn't wrong, like if corporations do buy this, they're probably not going to be buying a fucking bunch of games out the wazoo here. But I also feel like in that case, they probably wouldn't just be buying the Steam machine in the first place for those needs. They'd probably look for other already established corporate norms of like Macs or something. So to me, I feel like the main target audience for the Steam machine would be Steam Deck owners. I feel like that'd be the primary demographic here that would be interested in purchasing it. But if the Steam machine is north of 1,000 clams, who in their right mind, save for those that maybe had just recently got a lobotomy, would actually want to pay that much money for the Steam machine when you could instead just spend that money on a more powerful PC? Like, yes, this is a pretty powerful piece of hardware, but the options in this price range, if it actually is like 1,000 plus, like a lot of doom and gloom people are saying it's going to be, the options in that range are more powerful than what you would get from the Steam machine in the first place. So if it is in that ballpark, why would anyone be buying it? You know what I mean? And I do agree with the sentiment from a lot of people that it lives in a confusing limbo where it's a little unclear, a little muddy who the actual customer is supposed to be. Because if you are already a PC gamer, this doesn't really offer anything that you'd want. You probably already have a rig far more powerful than this in the first place. How would you justify spending what could be $1,000+ on basically a tiny pre-built PC? And if you are a console-only gamer, you don't have any Steam games, you bah humbug Steam, want nothing to do with it, you don't engage in the PC gaming market, well, then you'd probably write this off as dead on arrival, rolling your eyes at the price point if it is like $1,000. Like, that probably wouldn't be enticing for someone to make this foray into PC gaming through the Steam machine. It would need to be priced much lower, priced at like a competitive console point for a console-only gamer to consider. At least I would think so. So it is in this very weird gray area. Then I think it is going to be purely dependent on what the price actually is, whether or not this is going to be like mass market adoption or something like that. But maybe that's not even the goal here. Maybe that's not even what Valve's aiming for. Maybe they're content just delivering a really niche piece of hardware. I don't really know. I'm also not convinced it is going to be $1,000+. I don't subscribe to that idea. I truly believe that the Steam machine will be sub 1,000. On stream I was speculating maybe up to like 800. maybe 800 and some change, but I really don't see a world where this gets to 1,000 or over 1,000. I would be shocked if it did, because I think it'd be very obvious to anybody out there that that is just too much for most people to want to spend on what the Steam machine is offering. At least I would think so. I say that, but then again, fucking Apple has the iPhone Pocket, which is like $250 sock to put your iPhone in, and that's sold out. So there really is just a chance for anything to be extremely successful regardless of the price and regardless of the offering. And it's not like the Steam machine is a bad product here, but I just think it is going to be really, really dependent on the price point here, whether or not this is something that gamers will be flocking to pick up. And I am just very curious to learn more information about how it will be priced. It releases relatively soon, so hopefully we'll know in the next, month or so. That'd be really nice. But yeah, it's been a very interesting conversation surrounding the Steam machine. Like I said, personally, I don't think it's getting to $1,000 or more. I really think it's going to live in like an $800 ballpark, which is still very expensive, and that's still going to be a very tough decision for consumers to make on if that is something they want to pay. So I guess we'll see. I think time will tell. Hopefully pretty soon we'll know. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. For a handful of years now, I've made an effort to occasionally tune in, try and keep my finger on the pulse of wacky stories coming out of Australia. It's been a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. I've just noticed some similarities between some of the crazy stories here in Florida and the weird and wild stories of Australia. One of my favorites being this almost Lord of the Rings style plot and adventure where there was a business that was illegally dumping trash. And what would happen is the service would be called upon, like in one of the cases, they were tasked with getting rid of a huge refrigerator. And the guy shows up, takes the refrigerator, walks it down the street, and then just dumps it on the street. Basically just like fucking timber tips over the fridge on the street. Just like illegally dumping their trash everywhere. And then there was a huge investigation as well as like an attempt to scam the scammer. Just stuff like that I find to be endlessly fascinating. So I like to check in occasionally, see if there's any, quirkiness like that going on there. And today, during one of my check-ins, I found something mind-boggling that I've just got to yap about.
Police have taken a young Meadowbank woman to court, alleging she left an anti-Semitic voice message for a well-known nutritionist just days after the Bondi attack. But the accused's lawyer says it was an accidental pocket dial, and the charges are a massive overreach.
Yep. In a nutshell, there is a nutritionist claiming that an empty voicemail she received was actually an anti-Semitic voicemail. She reported it to authorities because she believed in this voicemail, which has no words, no nothing, mind you, she believed she heard gunshots there in the emptiness, in the void. So she contacted authorities. Authorities showed up at this woman's house the next day and are now attempting to charge her with an anti-Semitic hate crime.
Serena Tanuri charged with harassing Maddie Sacker, a nutritionist of Jewish faith she'd never met but seen on TV and social media. The alleged offending contained in a voicemail 1 week after the Bondi massacre.
Obviously, the Bondi massacre is a tragic, fucking horrible thing. But it's also entirely unrelated to a completely silent voicemail that was accidentally left on this woman's phone. It was, by all possible accounts here, a butt dial. It happened at, I believe it was 1:30 a.m. And she didn't even know she had called her in the first place. So when authorities arrived at her house, she didn't even know what was going on. She immediately gave them access to her phone, everything like that. And this whole story just seems fucking absurd.
All of the circumstances of this case point in one direction. It is an accidental call.
Serena's lawyer noting his client, who works at Bunnings, has a severe intellectual and cognitive disability supported by the NDIS.
She's not anti-Semitic. She doesn't even understand the conflict.
I also don't understand the conflict. This is actually a fucking nothing burger that is now positioned to maybe ruin this woman's life, all because of accidentally calling someone that she was attempting to get nutritional advice from. I can't even imagine a world where there'd be gunshots on a voicemail to intimidate her. Like, what would that even be like? She calls her up and then lets the voicemail play for 4 minutes, and then I guess at one point just like Yosemite Sam breaks out fucking, akimbo revolvers to scare her? Like, what the fuck is that? That would never happen. Or like maybe she's assuming that the gunshots she heard in the voicemail was her maybe playing like a soundboard of gunshots, or like, I don't know, playing audio from Apex Legends or something for gun sounds. Like, why would she think that there's gunshot sounds on her voicemail? That doesn't even check out logically. Why would she start shooting a gun on voicemail as a means of intimidating her? Someone she has never met before, and someone who had just previously, earlier that day, sent her text messages very politely asking for nutritional advice and seemingly looking to pay her for nutritional advice after seeing that she has successfully done that for others. So why would her conclusion that she draws from an empty voicemail that's like 4 minutes long be, this must have been gunshots to intimidate me and scare me, this is an anti-Semitic hate crime? That's just fucking unhinged thought process.
It's alleged Serena sent a text to Mandy, writing, "Hey, how are you? Is this Mandy? I saw somewhere that you helped Katie from Married at First Sight with her nutrition. I was wondering if you could help me as well, Serena." Around 5 hours later, a call from Serena's number went to Mandy's voicemail. No voices were heard on the recording, but Mandy claims she heard sounds she believed were gunshots, causing her immediate fear and nervousness.
It could be a bed creaking. It could be someone snoring.
It could be a million things, the least likely being gunshots. It sounds, by all evidence here, to be an accidental butt dial. And guess what? When an accidental call comes through, you're gonna hear some weird noises and some creaks and moans and stuff like that, like you're playing fucking Amnesia, the Dark Descent or something. Because, again, it's a butt dial. It's an accident. My dad sometimes forgets to hang up the phone when we're done talking, and I'll sometimes, I don't know, out of curiosity, just continue to listen to hear what's going on around him. And that shit sounds like I've just taken a trip into his fucking gullet through the magic school bus with Miss Frizzle. I'm hearing all kinds of weird noises, but I'm not under the impression that my dad just then went into a fucking firefight or something. Like, I don't know how you even jumped to that conclusion that those noises that you were hearing in the background of an empty voicemail were gunshots. Like, I don't know how in the silence she's getting gunshots and whatever going on there. I so desperately wish they released the voicemail to the public. That is not accessible as of this moment. I don't know if it ever will be, but oh my god, fingers crossed they eventually release that. I am so curious to hear it. And the woman here that's accused of an anti-Semitic hate crime does not appear to be an anti-Semite. This appears to be a woman who had no idea of her faith or anything beforehand and had no idea what was even going on here, why she had agents at her doorstep demanding her phone in the first place.
Saka contacted a community security group who alerted police. Serena claims the first she knew about the voicemail was when detectives arrived on her doorstep the next day. She willingly handed over her phone and gave them access to everything on it.
Until the point she was charged by the police, she did not even know that the complainant was of Jewish faith.
I imagine that's got to be the most confusing situation to be unfolding. You just now have some agents at your door demanding your phone. You give them your phone out of fear, and then you find out later that it's all because of a voicemail you didn't even know you left in the first place that is now being labeled as anti-Semitic against someone who you didn't even know was of the Jewish faith in the first place. And also, according to the reporter here, Serena is apparently someone that expresses no interest in politics or religion to begin with. So it makes even less sense why Serena would be leaving a anti-Semitic voicemail in the first place with gunshots on it to try and threaten someone that she was trying to look for help from. Nothing adds up about this. I don't understand why there are now potential anti-Semitic hate crime charges being pursued against Serena over actually fucking nothing. I have to imagine some of the authorities have taken a listen to that voicemail, right? Wouldn't they want to employ some level of common sense like, that's probably not gunshots. Like, that could be a million things, and gunshots probably isn't one of them. This woman has no history of, you know, like, anti-Semitic hate or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe this isn't really something we should be putting time and resources into to, you know, attempt to ruin this woman's life over what seems to be, by all evidence, an accident in the first place. Like, why is that not happening there? This makes me feel like if I traveled to Australia, walked down the street, closed my eyes, and just started pointing at people saying I imagine that they said a slur to me, I could get them in trouble.
Today, the newlywed pleaded not guilty to using a carriage service to menace, harass or offend. In these sensitive times, her lawyer stressed they weren't critical of the complainant.
I just hope police use some common sense here.
You and me both, man. I would hope common sense will prevail here. Unless that voicemail is really damning, which I doubt. It seems like a fucking butt dial at 1:30 a.m., and she started, like, fucking hallucinating gunshot sounds in it. I do not think this was an anti-Semitic hate crime where she left a voicemail starting, you know, shooting guns on it to scare her for some reason.
The 26-year-old, who has also been hit with an AVO, pleaded not guilty today. The case is listed for next month, when a decision will be made on whether the charge is dropped or if the matter goes to a hearing.
And you were very shocked to hear you've been charged from police?
Especially like with my mental health. Just wish people could understand.
I'd never heard of an AVO before. I thought this was like a separate charge she was also given here for this voicemail. But I looked it up, and it's an apprehended violence order. And in Australia, it's used to protect someone they believe is in need of protection from, like, harassment, you know, stalking, that kind of thing. So I'm assuming, based on the way the reporter presents it, saying that Serena got hit with an AVO, it means that they believed Mandy was in potential danger from Serena doing something. So now they've served her an AVO to protect Mandy from Serena, all because of an accidental fucking butt dial at 1:30 a.m. when she was looking for nutritional advice. Quite the circus, I would say here. I'm hoping the charges get dropped and that it doesn't go to a hearing for some reason, because I truly cannot imagine a world where this is an actual anti-Semitic hate crime, where she was shooting a gun on voicemail to scare a nutritionist she was looking for advice from. But I guess we'll see. I'm very curious to see where it goes in a month here, to see if it does progress further. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see. That's really about it. So yeah. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Neo. Let's do this shit. This is one of only 2 games in recent memory I've been excited for, the other being Nier Automata later this year. So I'm already getting all sweaty and stinky just thinking about playing this. I'm really excited. It's been many moons, many boners have come and gone since I've been excited to play a game. The Philosopher's Stone. Is this game taking place in the Harry Potter universe? Is this one of J.K. Rowling's spin-off series? Oh shit, would you looky there. It's Geralt from the Witcher series. And he's being talked to by one of the fairies from Legend of Zelda. I wonder what power he just learned. You ready to dance, pussy boy? It's a slow jam. Oh, alright. Well, this man knows what he's doing. But so do I. I know how to boogie. I can cut the rug with the best of them. Damn it, this man's just bullying me right now. Just gotta keep my Alright. Got a fucking go-go gadget extendo sword. Well, that's the quickest I've ever died in a video game. I'm just not warmed up yet, that's all. Right now I'm a little cold. I'm not a dish that's best served cold. I'm a dish best served with a fist. Are you fucking kidding me? This man went out of his way just to come in here and just put his foot on my throat again. Oh, but this time I'm greasing his ass crack. Oh yeah, I'm fucking buttering those cheeks, boy. This is not what you want. Oh, come on. Protect me, man bun. What the fuck? What's the point of the man bun if it won't even block the sword attacks like Doctor Strange's cape? Oh, I got him now. Game set. Alright. I'll go fuck myself. Well, not even Dark Souls dilated my asshole this quickly. It's fucking stretching my anus. 407 vaginas ago. Oh, he's taking a nap. Oh, what a fucking rookie mistake. Damn low blood sugar, am I right? Swift and true. I'll finger you. Oh, direct hit. Right where I was aiming. That was the legendary battle cry of the clan of master swordsmen Shimada Tootsie Rolls, which I am clearly a part of. Are you fucking kidding me? This game is just taking it to me. I didn't even order any food and it's still just taking it right to my doorstep. I love games set in this time. Oh shit. Oh boy, I think I flew a little too close to the sun there. Feel for you, Icarus. Here comes the Knights of the Round. Sir Lancelot and Sir Lotacum. Oh shit, it's well choreographed. Their attacks are coordinated. Fuck! Take the medicine, take the medicine! Luckily I have just the medicine for the sword damage. It's ibuprofen. I see an opening. Here's my chance. I'm going in. Oh yeah, I fucking got right in there. Like a wiener into a donut's hole. Oh shit, it's just two men acting like boys. Oh boy, it's bros being men. Yep, there it is. Yeah, they know what they're doing. That's impressive teamwork right there. Got taken down by the medieval hockey team over here. Oh, you just cannonballed onto the wrong rooftop, Derek. Holy shit, I'm doing a lot of damage to this bitch. Why is he taking so much damage? I'm doing more damage to him than I would a common mouse in this game. What is going on? Is he wearing armor with inward pointing spikes, so every time I hit him it hurts him even more? That was the easiest boss battle I've ever had in my life. Everyone else in this game, fucking Old Pop Wiggleberry, just a random commoner in this game, was handing me my ass cheeks on a platter. Yet Derek the Executioner, who was intimidating as shit, fell down like a ton of bricks. Fucking potato sacked him instantly. Who's this guy? Dracula? Oh, he's a 2-bit magician. Boo! Oldest magic trick in the book. Everyone knows it's a pole that can fully extend once you release it from your hand. Even kids know that magic trick. Phony. Loser. Nerd. Well, Derek's been fucking turbo-sized now. They tore a page right out of Rita's handbook from Power Rangers. This must be what Tom Brady saw every time Jarrett was charging him during the Super Bowl. It's a real fresh reference right there to some good old foot sports. What the fuck? Oh. Okie dokie then. Well, Derek's a little more difficult than the original fight now. Now this is one hell of a look right here. I imagine this is what Jack the Ripper looked like. Top hat with fucking steel-plated armor. I'm gonna squeak your honkers like a dog's titty toy, or squeaky toy. Come on, Derek. What's wrong? You having a little trouble this time around, huh? Is it the new armor? What's this? Oh. Oh goodness, we got some type of Sailor Moon transformation going on here. Oh, he's ready for the pitch. He's at the bat. Oh, and delivers a grand slam. Fantastic. Oh no, it's a dreadlock koi fish. My only weakness. No, it's... Don't take her. She's my friend, I think. Oh, no. Oh, why would you do that? Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have done better to protect you. Fuck! Oh, the reinforcements are here. It's the cavalry. Uh-oh. Wow, this guy can run fast with all this armor. Do it, pussy. You won't. Oh, yeah. Do a front flip. Yeah! Oh, he's gonna sink like a fucking boulder. Look at all that armor. He's like a human submarine. How is he not sinking to the bottom? This is the origin story for Nautilus in League of Legends. What the fuck? That's just absurd. There is no physical way this man should be able to swim with 5 tons of armor on. He's basically got an elephant riding shotgun on his back right now. This is impossible what I'm looking at. A giant axe-wielding demon warthog named Derek, I can understand. That makes sense. That's excusable. But being able to execute a flawless breaststroke wearing all this armor, now that's just crossing a line. That's just fucking preposterous. Ah! That's the sound of me in pain. It doesn't stop, it doesn't end, it's only getting worse. I just got up, and I felt the disturbance out there. I knew there was a problem, but I didn't know what the origin would be. I didn't know where it was coming from, but I had a hunch it was going to be AI related, because every single day there is some new company, some new change coming that is all about just fisting AI into every orifice the world is capable of opening for it. And now we've got the dynamic dipshit duo tag teaming here to deliver something nobody on the fucking planet is asking for outside of like drooling blue-screened brained idiots that for some reason want AI-generated music out there, out the wazoo. But Spotify and UMG, Universal Music Group, are now allowing premium users to generate AI covers and remixes. So participating artists that are signed with UMG are now going to be eligible for premium users to get in there and start tinkering and tweaking it with AI, which if you're someone that's excited about this feature and plan on using it till the cows come home, you are a lesser person. You are a nerd, you're a dweeb, you deserve to be licking toilet seats clean in the gas station bathroom. You are actually like a fucking lobotomite moron, drooling imbecile, and should be institutionalized. This shit is so beyond cringe, I can't find enough words in the English language for it. Why would anyone want to take an artist's music and just AI remix it for their Spotify playlist? Like, oh, this song was good, but I wish I could change the lyrics around a little bit. So I think I'm going to. I'm a premium user after all. Alright. Put my wetness on the guest list, tugging on my nipples till my chest piss. Walk to Circle K for some Chex Mix. Much better. Chef's kiss. Thank you, Spotify and UMG, for allowing me to improve this song so much. These delusional, out-of-touch zombies in the music industry are already signing multi-million-dollar deals with AI artists. They're not real. They're signing deals with ghosts, imaginary friends. And now they're feeding you even more AI trash here by letting you take real artists' music and AI remix it. Also, the AI artists they're signing literally can't own that work. It has already been set as a legal precedent that AI-generated shit is not copyrightable. So all of the artists that are being swallowed up, gobbled up here in the music industry, these AI performers, lack of performers, they don't even own that. So you can just go and make that yourself too. They can't do anything to stop it. It is so stupid from top to bottom here, and it's only spiraling even further out of control because now they're taking real artists' music and allowing you to AI slopify it. It's fucking insulting and embarrassing. So this partnership here is a licensing deal for recorded music and publishing rights, enabling Spotify to launch generative AI music models in the future. With this deal, Spotify models will allow fans to create covers and remixes of their favorite songs from participating artists and songwriters signed to UMG. They then start spouting barnacles about how this is going to open up additional revenue streams on top of what artists already earn on Spotify by providing more discovery opportunities for this UMG talent. AI products will eventually become available to premium users as paid add-ons, but unclear when that's set to launch. They try to put some makeup on it here, give it a positive spin, like, oh, it's going to open up all this additional revenue streams because all of these users are going to want to do all kinds of AI remixes. Maybe it even becomes a cool TikTok trend to AI remix the new thing, and you'll get more money for it. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Just a ton of bots AI generating remix of songs. That won't go wrong. Surely that won't be exploited on Spotify in any way, shape, or form. I'm sure I don't need to dive into the spaghetti and the meatballs on why that's a bad idea and is actually just going to lead to a flood of just complete trash drowning out real music because there's going to be so much AI remixing of these songs from these probably label shills that are just going to go through and try and artificially inflate all the numbers and make the song seem more popular than it is through all of these remixes and shit. I think that's just disastrous. And also, they try and put the spin on it that it's like covers of your favorite song. Oh, it's a creative expression. It's allowing you as the fan to get in there and express yourself with the music, giving you the AI tools to do it. It's not. It's not a cover of anything. A cover of something is still creative expression when a person is going through and they take a work and make it their own. Whether through changing of style or just in their own singing voice, giving it their own spin, that is a very human, very real creative expression with covers. This is devoid of that. It is AI going through off of a sentence, off of a prompt, and just changing it entirely and taking the human element out of it. It takes the soul out of the work. The art is then gone and has now just become a piece of Gen AI garbage. So it is not a cover, and I would never use that word to describe this. And just like all of these slimy parasites, they always try to flap their ass cheeks and fart out some nice words about it, like the actual goal is to be artist first. So Spotify is talking about its key principles for developing its AI tech, including that artists and songwriters get a choice in participation. Oh my god, they're so benevolent. They get to choose whether or not they're part of this. Actually, unironically, that is kind of rare, because by default, these fucking pushes are always just, you're in no matter what. You come hell or high water, you can't opt out. So it is actually somewhat rare that they get a choice, but the fact that this even exists at all is a problem. We recognize there's a wide range of views on use of generative music tools within the artistic community. There's not a wide range of views. There's sane people and there's fucking goofballs. The vast majority of normal people do not want to just be endlessly fed AI garbage. Just look at all the pushback anytime there's an announcement from the music industry about like an AI artist that's entering the scene that they're trying to like hype up. They get laughed at. Spitballs are shot at them. They don't like generative AI music tools in general. So it's not like there's some big debate on it. The actual listeners don't really want it. The only people that do are these kind of vampires at the top of the food chain where it saves them so much money by using AI and integrating AI into their industry. That's where the range of views come from. It's normal people versus extraordinarily wealthy and extraordinarily out-of-touch music industry executives. That's it. It's not really like an even split or anything. Therefore, artists and rights holders will choose if and how to participate to ensure the use of AI tools aligns with the values of the people behind the music. Yeah, but I doubt it, actually. I bet as an artist signed to UMG, you probably have very little flexibility and very little autonomy to do what you want. I already know about a lot of like the horror stories around like these major music labels, especially like UMG. I remember hearing like very specific things about. So I would imagine with this new partnership, there is probably going to be stuff baked into the contracts and future talents as well as maybe even current talent about how UMG is the sole decision maker when it comes to opting into a program like this, where generative AI can be used to just completely fucking, you know, run wild on the music the artist makes. And I imagine it will probably be a UMG decision, not an individual talent decision. But that's just a hunch. I don't know that for sure. I just know a lot about how the music industry operates, and it is not artist first. I'll tell you that much. And these generative AI tools that Spotify is trying to like make look real pretty and really palatable, they're also not artist first either. By their very nature, they're not. And then goes on to talk about how big remixing has become and that there's other startups doing something similar about using licensed pre-existing songs and then instead of generating brand new ones and just remixing through that. While new AI songs lead to further market competition for artists and music companies, remixing existing tracks is often billed as fan engagement product, which can deepen the relationship between a fan and their favorite artist. Not really. This is not fan engagement, this is loser bait. You are a loser if you use this. I don't know how they can pitch this as relationship building with your favorite artist. That's already extremely cringe. But I just don't even see the world where somehow a fan starts remixing all of their favorite artists' work and now all of a sudden they're a bigger fan of that artist. It'd probably be the opposite. They'd probably just start to think that they're doing the work. Like, oh my god, wait, I'm just as talented as they are. Because these kind of people have like this fucking AI delusion where they think they're actually doing something. So they'd probably be like, oh, I actually don't even really need this artist anymore. I can just keep doing these AI remixes. I'm kind of like the actual talent now. I think that's far more likely. The co-CEO of Spotify gave a statement saying, solving hard problems for music is what Spotify does, and fan-made covers and remixes are next. Yeah, but that's not a hard problem. Like, there was no problem. You have made a problem with these tools. Fan-made covers and remixes have historically always been a creative expression. Take, for example, like parody songs. Weird Al made a whole career out of making really high-quality parodies of popular music. Or just look at some extremely popular covers on YouTube. Justin Bieber was discovered through his covers of songs. It was and is still an expression of creativity and a showcase of talent with these covers and remixes that humans are making. But generative AI, it doesn't do anything like that. It is not some kind of creative expression. It takes all of that out of it, making it just this fucking husk. It's not the same, and I don't know why they keep putting them on like equal footing. What we're building is grounded in consent, credit, and compensation for the artists and songwriters that take part. Through each technological transformation, we have worked together with Sir Lucian and his team to evolve the music ecosystem into a richer, more beneficial experience for fans and a more rewarding outcome for artists and songwriters. That's a load of horseradish. That is not the reason behind all this. It's solely because of money. It's AI hysteria where every company on this planet is desperately trying to find ways to integrate AI into their services because they make more money from it. This doesn't do anything to improve the music ecosystem or anything like that at all. In fact, quite the opposite. Instead, this will just lead to a more bogged down, trash-filled AI slop fest, making it even more of an issue than it already was, because now you're directly putting those tools in the hands of these fucking losers. So it does nothing to actually improve anything. You have created a problem. The most valuable innovations in the music business always bring artists and fans closer together. That principle is at the heart of this pioneering AI-enabled superfan initiative. Oh, you make me fucking sick, dude. What a loser. What a fucking douchebag. Oh my god. Reading that out loud was painful. Which is designed to support human artistry, deepen fan relationships, and create additional revenue opportunities for artists and songwriters. Building on our long track record of leading the industry through technology changes and collaborating with Alex, Gustav, Daniel, and the team at Spotify, this initiative is firmly artist-centric, rooted in responsible AI, and will drive growth for the entire ecosystem. No one believes you, dude. Throw fucking tomatoes at this guy. Boo! Boo! Get off the stage. Boo! It's just so fucking out of control, man. I know I've been yapping about it a lot, but it is actually infesting everything and will only continue to spread. It is a plague. This desperate integration of AI into everything to enshitify it for the sake of the people at the top of the food chain making a little extra money on top of everything. It's so fucking gross. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. We are comparing Taco Bell tacos to Wawa tacos. A lot of glaze surrounding Wawa tacos. I like Wawa food. I was a chicken panini guy. These tacos are apparently new and really good. I was a big Taco Bell guy until about 2 months ago when I ordered a late night burrito, and it was basically one of the worst things that's ever been put into a fucking shell.
What did they do to it?
I don't know. I think they probably got confused with like that plastic display food and real food and
I see.
Mixed
Meshed
the two.
the two, yeah.
It was genuinely one of the worst tasting things I think I've ever had in my life.
That's not good. They're competing with Chipotle now.
Chipotle is still worse. I think Chipotle is still worse. That was a fluke from Taco Bell, but I've basically gone cold turkey.
I don't
quitting
know how this is going into us dunking on Chipotle immediately, but my favorite Chipotle memory is it was at one of our watch parties, and you got the pit of avocado.
The avocado pit.
And we were like, that's crazy. And then a week later, it happened again to him.
Yeah.
Chipotle's out to get you.
I hate Chipotle.
It's crazy. So yeah, Wawa tacos. I'm seeing them online. Everybody's talking about how it's the next. It's like everything with Wawa, and Wawa's good. But when Wawa first came here, everybody I knew from New Jersey acted like it was God's gift to the earth, and now I'm seeing the tacos everywhere. So,
where are we starting? Give me one.
You want to just start on what is this? Chicken steak.
Chicken steak.
I think it's kind of marked. There's 2 in each pack.
That's good. How are they expensive?
No idea. Jamie, pull that up. That's a little Joe Rogan joke for you.
Wow, soft shell tacos.
Soft
I
shell.
like that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Here, I'll show you. It's like shredded chicken in there, and ground chicken, cheese, lettuce, and a tortilla.
That's simple. That's good. That's good.
That's good. Chicken, cheese, and lettuce, and a tortilla, baby. Are we rating these, or are we just...
No, comparing them, I think.
Okay, just seeing what we think.
Grab the chicken Taco Bell taco.
Do they even have chicken at Taco Bell?
They do. On the Cantina chicken meal. Or menu.
It's got to be a soft taco, though, right? There's a couple of soft
That I
ones.
don't know.
Here's a chicken, maybe. I don't know.
I
have all of the words on the side of the...
What is this?
Here we go. Here we go.
Is that chicken?
Yeah, that's chicken. I also just grabbed the chicken, too. Well, actually, let's do yours.
Is that chicken or beef? Oh, that's beef. That's
Yeah,
beef.
it's beef, you're right.
Let's do this one.
Looks like chicken.
Here, you want to take first bite?
Sure. I'll go at the...
Yeah, good luck.
I'll go with the ass.
Dude, you always get the best stuff.
Damn, they're cooking. Woo! See, that's what I wanted late night, but in a burrito form, and they gave me fucking sludge. They gave me rock hard sludge.
Which night, can I ask which night it was? Was it like a weeknight?
It was just like a Monday, Tuesday.
That's probably what got the C squad.
it's not fair because there's like a sauce on there and there's some seasoning on that chicken.
That is extraordinary.
I don't think I've ever had a chicken taco from Taco Bell, and I love it.
Sensational. This is good, but that's a superstar.
In fact, you're going to see the first editing ever done by Charlie. I'm going to go like this, and he's going to put the word sensational between it.
There it is.
See, he did it.
It's there.
You just saw that.
You saw it.
Charlie did that.
Yeah. And here's a 3D animated graphic of the spinning taco, and now I'm breaking it apart.
But with the cat that spins, and what's it say? It's like wah wah wah. Yeah, that one.
Everybody in the back just did it at the same time.
That's incredible. And here's the thing.
Pepe, is that Pepe the cat? Is that what his name is? Something like that.
I saw him finish a song the other day and it was immaculate. It was so good. What the fuck did they put on that?
I don't know, but that's much better than this. That's incredible.
Unreal. And the problem is, this is why we got Taco Bell, because if we just got Wawa, we'd be like, that taco is amazing.
Yeah, over the moon.
That one spreads and...
Yeah, that fucking mogged
1 point to Taco Bell.
1 point to Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to do this.
They win in the chicken taco department.
That is why you are the director.
Yeah.
All right, let's move into the seasoned beef.
Seasoned beef.
This one has a 6-inch tortilla, not that big, chipotle, shredded cheese, some other stuff.
All right.
Here we go.
They had a good showing in round 1, but they went up against
this
a
one?
fucking titan.
Let's do we'll each take a bite from a side, so there's a full one for people.
That makes sense. I think that's the way to do it.
Oh, jeez, I'm so messy.
I know, it's a real oozer.
I'm a messy boy. Initial reactions?
Very good.
You look so cool today.
You do look cool. I was gonna mention there's something on your t-shirt today. It's crazy.
And it's a little oversized.
I know.
It looks really good.
That's how Rio wears his shirts, just oversized shirts. So
That's
when
good stuff.
Rio and Yosh did this is theirs hideout. They gave me a shirt and I fucking love it.
You look cool. You look hip.
You do look hip.
I feel hip.
That's good.
Banger. Better than the chicken.
Absolutely. And there's a sauce on this one, a chipotle sauce, which just adds to it. That's great.
They cook. Man, they're doing great.
They really are.
All right.
Sorry they had to go up against that in round 1. That's a special hard taco. That's a burrito. What's that? The hell are you? That's another chicken taco. We'll save that.
Isn't it this one that I opened earlier?
Oh, that's right. Today is a good day.
Good day.
What's this one? Oh, wait. Oh, no. What the hell? Is that potatoes? Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, they do the potatoes in some of them.
Don't tell me yet what you think is better. That's how we get yelled at.
I think we'll reach the same conclusion. I have a hunch.
Very interesting.
Yeah. To me, Wawa takes that. You can tell because I didn't start going like this when I ate the Taco Bell one.
Which is your thing, the little running man.
Yeah. It's good. Like, I still think they did a good job. Wawa was better.
This is the same thing I said about the chicken, but in reverse. If I ate this first, I'd be like, no way Wawa's going to beat this.
Yeah.
The meat is seasoned much better in Wawa.
It is.
This was very plain, comparatively.
Yeah.
I really did not think Wawa would take the ground beef.
I thought Wawa would absolutely take the ground beef over Taco Bell. Taco Bell used to be known for dog food beef.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
And they fixed it.
They've had like a comeback story, though.
Yeah, they fixed it. They're now a much higher quality of meat. They're like D instead of Z.
Yeah, I mean,
no, it actually is good now.
It's an improvement for sure, but like I always thought Wawa would win in beef. I thought Wawa would win in chicken too, to be fair.
But I just feel like beef is their thing. You know?
Is it? I don't know. To me now, Taco Bell is more chicken-based because their Cantina menu's just been actually crushing it.
You keep saying that. What is a Cantina menu?
That's just what they call it.
Oh.
When they did the Live Moss in 2024, 2025, they're like, we're introducing Cantina menu.
I know there's the Taco Bell Cantina as well. Isn't there?
We
like
should go to one of the
special
test
restaurant?
kitchen or whatever it is. We should go sometime and do like some
We got to
tasting
make sure
stuff.
we're really nice then if we want to go there. They won't invite us.
They won't let us in the door.
Yeah. Well, I have huge complaints about the way Taco Bell's sold out to the man.
Oh, shit.
Go on.
Their most recent Live Moss wasn't free.
No.
It was on Paramount Plus exclusive.
What is a Live Moss? Why is it on Paramount?
It's the E3 of
also,
Taco Bell.
was Taco Bell ever not the man?
Taco Bell used to be for the little guy.
They had Baja Blast. You go in, get as much hot sauce as you want. You get some cinnamon twists.
It actually might have been Peacock, but one of those two streaming services was exclusively broadcasting Live Más 2026, so I missed it for the first time in 3 years.
And I'm sorry that my old riddled brain can't keep up. What is Taco Bell streaming?
It is the Taco Bell has an event called Live Más where they introduce like the upcoming menu items. They get everyone excited. It's the E3 of Taco Bell.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I see. That's what
And they do it every year. And then this year's the first year where it wasn't just broadcast on YouTube. It was exclusive to either Peacock or Paramount. One of those giants, one of those corporate conglomerates.
So they did sell out.
They did.
How do we get that on your channel this year?
The Live Más.
Yeah.
Come back to the little guy, Taco Bell.
Yeah, come back to your roots, Taco Bell.
Can you imagine if we announced the new version of their Baja Blast?
We gotta find some chain that'll announce their next year's menu
That is
on our
such a good idea.
That's a bit. Maybe Culver. I love Culver.
Oh yeah, we got Culver's.
Culver's is now, I know I shouldn't do this. It is a weekly experience for me. And it's what I look
Saturday
forward
night
to most.
hockey.
Saturday night I
Culver's.
play hockey, so I don't have the guilt. I go get a double butter burger with cheese, onion rings, and a concrete mixer, and I sit there and I kick my little tootsies while I eat it in their parking lot because I don't want to go inside.
It's so good. You should go inside. They're so nice in there. It's like going into heaven for a minute. The angels come out and
They
greet
actually
you.
are really nice.
They're so
in there.
nice.
All right, sorry. This is chicken as well.
Maybe a different.
Yeah, maybe something else. I don't think they do hard tacos. I think Chelsea got those for us to enjoy. There we go.
Right.
Let's see the difference here.
That is a different. Or that is the same shell.
It's chicken. It's wet.
Yeah, it's just the same thing.
That's the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You don't get two tries.
Nope.
She might have ordered two, thinking each one came with one, so you would get
Oh,
one.
yeah. Wait, this one's also chicken.
Immediately.
But this one I think has
immediately
more things
debunked.
on it because I think they have like a few different variations. So this chicken. Oh yeah, there's avocado in that puppy.
This is Wawa?
Yep. What do we even compare that to?
Probably one of their potato ones, maybe?
Sure. Why the hell not?
There's no rules.
We make the rules. I'm gonna eat the potato one while you take that bite.
What the fuck? There's more on that, yet somehow it tastes more plain.
It looks like all the sauce ran this way.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I'll let you know.
So good though.
It doesn't touch that. Their chicken taco.
Well, it's not competing against that. It's competing against this. Does it touch this?
I'm so sorry. It's really hard to say because one is potato and one's not.
Is there not? Is that like a breakfast?
I think that's the vegetarian.
Oh,
Like
is there-
that's-
and there's not an equivalent.
No, Wawa doesn't care about vegetarians.
Oh.
That's why next year, 2027, you can do your Live Wawa announcement on Charlie's channel announcing your vegan tacos filled with potatoes.
This is good though.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's potatoes in a tortilla. You can't go wrong.
That is literally all it is. Couple potatoes in a tortilla.
It is hard to compare. I will say, I think this chicken, because it has the chipotle sauce, is the closer comparison to that one. And that one still slaps it. I'm trying to see if there's like a plain chicken taco over here. That's potato. I think Chelsea ordered her lunch. That's a plain beef. Oh, I see. This is Cantina. I see it.
Yeah.
Cantina chicken menu. Grilled cheese burrito. What?
Oh, that's my go-to.
It's got potatoes.
Any Wawa?
Oh no, that's chicken. That's chicken.
Is that a Wawa equivalent or no?
I don't think so. So
who won that round?
I think we just get to pick.
Yeah, I think you guys won that round.
I think we won, yeah. I think that is
Then it's
once
all
again-
evened up. One for us, one for Wawa, one for Taco Bell.
And good news, we've got another taco bag. This is a beef one with chipotle sauce. The last one. I think what Wawa does is they give you the same meat, and sometimes they put chipotle sauce on, and sometimes
That's
they don't.
what it's looking like.
I think that is their secret. Did anybody find the price
Yeah, they're like $2.79 each.
for a 2-pack?
It just
There you
shows
go.
the one, so I would assume it's like $5 for the two, like $5.50.
Huh. I mean,
Yeah, I'm looking at them and they're.
how's that compared to Taco Bell?
There's corn in that too.
There's corn?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is the fire roasted corn beef taco.
That's very good. Man, they know their meat. Their beef.
They know their beef, yeah.
They know their beef.
It is seasoned so much better than Taco Bell.
It feels so full of love.
This is the exact comparison to a beef taco.
Is it?
It is. There's no corn, but
all right.
Other than that, it's exact. There's beef and it's a taco.
Wawa's got its work. Taco Bell's got its work cut out for it. Cause that's very good.
Yo, their beef is not as good.
It's not. Wawa takes that easy.
Mm-hmm. And it's not bad. Taco Bell's still really good. Just nowhere near Wawa. Wow.
Again, it's one of those things where, like, if you got either one of those, you'd be happy, but you're happier over here.
Yes, absolutely. So that concludes the taco category.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Wawa took it, right?
I think so, but really I think it's if you're in the mood for beef, it's Wawa. If you're in the mood for chicken, it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Which really feels backwards to me. This is now burritos.
I do love burritos.
I didn't even know
I have a question. Maybe I'm out of line.
Mhm.
Why isn't that a burrito?
That's a wrap. That's a taco
What
wrap.
is the
taco.
difference?
It's a taco.
No.
Taco wrap.
Typically a smaller burrito or a smaller tortilla, and it's folded instead of.
Oh no, that one's That one's just kind of folded over like a.
Yeah, but look,
like
you can see the ends. It's nowhere in the.
Oh, so the ends have to be
I think
covered.
if the ends are closed,
That's the distinction.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Is that the only distinction? These have rice in them, which makes me happy.
That's very good.
We've got tortilla, rice, cheese, cheddar cheese sauce,
whoa,
chipotle, shredded lettuce, fresh salsa. What kind of meat?
Maybe there is no meat on that.
Maybe it's a.
This might just be a cheese burrito.
Yeah, there's no beans either. Since when does Wawa do burritos and all of that? Like, did that come out at the taco time?
I think it's. Yeah, I was gonna say I think they've done burritos for a bit.
I'm out of the loop. This is a young man's game.
Well, that is. I don't see the point of that.
Oh, it is rice, lettuce, and cheese with some tomato.
What the fuck? Why?
That's the vegetarian one.
Why do you make that?
You could put beans in it though,
or potatoes.
Yeah, something. That's bad.
Pull that off your menu. There is no need for that. Just don't serve vegetarians. We talked about this. 2027, we'll handle it. This one is beef, tortilla, rice, cheddar cheese sauce, chipotle sauce, lettuce.
Well, do we have a
salt.
vegetarian burrito to compare
sorry,
to
I
over
forgot.
here?
Yeah, it's potato.
Yeah, where is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
What's that say?
Grilled cheese burrito.
That's the one.
Let's see if they. That looks. Oh,
that's the paper. For any of the comments that are like, they just copy each other. No, we just have one fucking brain cell.
It looked like it was.
It looked like an enchilada.
Yeah, I thought they had like fried the shell. I was like, wow, that's nice, and that's pretty close to the same color.
That is. That's cool. That's the grilled cheese burrito.
That's real wet.
Just how we like it.
Much better.
Is it?
Much better.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of cheese on there. Oh wow, what's in that?
I don't know.
Look at that. Wait,
great sauce.
Is that beef?
It says grilled cheese.
I think the grilled cheese burrito normally has meat in it.
Yep, that's meat.
That's really good for vegetarians. Just don't tell them that there's meat in there. That's delicious.
That's really good.
That is delicious. There's like crushed chips in there. Like
yeah,
Fritos.
it's like Fritos or Takis or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love that, but that is not for vegetarians. There must be one. Cheesy double beef burrito.
Here's
Burrito Supreme.
Another grilled cheese, but it feels lighter, so maybe there's like chicken or something in that one.
This is a cantina burrito, and I've learned
That's gonna be
cantina
chicken.
means
Yeah.
chicken.
That's chicken.
We had the grilled cheese. Wait, grilled cheese burrito right here. But it's a hard shell taco with chicken.
Nice. They got us again. Here's another one that says grilled cheese burrito.
They are breaking the shit out of us.
That is again a taco.
With chicken.
With chicken.
Cheesy beans and rice.
Cheesy beans.
It's got to be that one. That one's circled.
Cheesy beans.
All right. This is the vegetarian offering for burritos.
Yep, Wawa blew it, so doors wide open for Taco Bell to take it in this prestigious head-to-head.
No meat.
No meat.
No meat. They win.
No fun.
No fun. But better. There's at least a little flavor tickling you. Don't get that. Just don't be a vegetarian.
Actually, now that I got some of the sauce on my palate, that's tasting good now.
The Chipotle sauce is really...
tastes very good now.
They could take everything out of this except the Chipotle sauce, and it would still taste the exact same.
Damn, I'm kind of fucking with it now.
I think, why not put the potatoes in there?
They probably have an option for that.
That's true.
It should probably just default.
You know what the cinnamon twists are?
Yeah.
I watched someone make them the other day. Have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
You take a specific kind of pasta and you fry it. You deep fry the pasta and it expands really quick, and then they coat that in cinnamon sugar. It's crazy.
Yep, that sounds pretty crazy.
You're welcome.
Well, now the secret's revealed.
This is just
Taco Bell slapping that round. I'm going in for another bite.
This is a roasted chicken burrito. I think this is our last thing we can viably compare, and then the rest is just lunch.
Yep.
For everyone. You want to go first? That's a hefty.
No, you go first. I'm still chewing.
That is a nice wrap, by the
Isn't it?
way.
That's crazy. And listen to this.
Look how clean that fold is.
Pretty heavy.
Oh, that looks so good in there, dude. What the fuck? I want to swim.
A lot of sauce. There's some corn, bringing in some sweetness.
Holy shit.
Get on in there.
Dude, I'd love to.
That's actually really good. And the question
That's delicious.
Is there a chicken burrito?
Yes.
I think we saw it. But where? We've made a mess.
This is beans. This is cheesy beans.
This is a burrito supreme.
This is unmarked.
Yo, Taco Bell.
Oh, here's a breakfast one.
Breakfast burrito? Yeah. No shot.
Oh, here's a burrito with potatoes.
What?
Here's a special sauce taco.
How the fuck is that a breakfast burrito? It's just a burrito.
Yeah, it's marketing.
Well, it depends on when you get it.
Good point.
What is this? I think this is like a... God damn it.
Dude, we saw the chicken
Oh,
burrito.
it's a quesadilla.
Is this it? No. I mean, this is chicken.
Oh, I lost a good piece.
Dude, my brain's breaking.
Yeah, what the fart, dude? Where's our burrito?
I hate it. This has chicken in it, and it says chicken burrito, but that's not a burrito. That's potato tacos.
What's this one sitting in front of me?
No idea. They just crossed through Burrito Supreme, so I think all we know is it's not a Burrito Supreme.
Alright.
Or it is.
What's left?
Maybe that means there's chicken in there.
Yeah, give it a try.
Do you want to open it up?
Sure.
Is that chicken?
Oh, that's juicy. That is not chicken.
That's just a bunch of nothing.
That's an onion burrito.
Yeah, tuck that baby back in.
Yeah, she can go back to bed. We'll see you tomorrow. Did we not? I swear we saw one. You know what? Let's just eat this.
Did you eat it already?
And call it and call it a chicken burrito, because that is chicken.
I mean, it's in the chicken burrito wrapper.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. It's a lot of Chipotle sauce.
Ah, it's a lot of nothing. Wawa slapped in that round.
This is confusing. I think, if I'm being honest with you, a lot of this comes down to the Chipotle sauce. I think the ones with sauces are yummy, and the ones without are not as good, except Wawa's beef is best.
Yeah, Wawa got better beef.
And I like the potato format. What did we figure out here?
Now, you can't go wrong either way.
All right, I think that's a very positive sentiment from this.
I do think Wawa is a little bit better, though.
Did somebody see the Taco Bell prices?
Yeah, for the plain, like, soft taco, it was $1.99 a taco.
So Taco Bell's probably a little
The Cantina,
cheaper.
I think, are like $4.50.
Jeez.
Depends on what you're getting.
That's unreal.
Well, there's probably the cheese on the outside. You saw that.
That is true. That takes skilled people, so you got to raise the price.
Well, it fucks up the machine. They have to buy new.
But they're really cheap machines, so that's good. I still stand by if I was getting chicken, I'd go Taco Bell. If I'm getting beef, I'm going Wawa now, which does shock me.
I think I would probably just do Wawa over Taco Bell just because I've been hurt before at Taco Bell.
That's
I feel
fair.
like this might have just been a really strong showing from him. But it probably varies day to day, like on any given Sunday, that type of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
You smell me?
I get you. You do hold a grudge against restaurants, for sure.
I do, except I wouldn't even say a grudge. It's just consistency is important. Wawa has never been bad. I've never had a bad meal from Wawa. I've had a couple from Taco Bell, most recently with that absolutely abhorrent burrito that should have the location shut down.
Mm-hmm. You would be really proud of me, by the way. The other night, Monique goes, I think I'm feeling Chipotle.
And you said no?
I said, you can get that. I'll get something else. I counted them out for the rest of my life, and I'm a man of my word.
Good.
I will never eat Chipotle again. You've wasted too many of my dollars, and I'm tired of it.
Good.
Especially when you can get this kind of quality for cheaper. You're not special anymore.
Yeah, no, Chipotle sucks. You know what I had recently?
What?
Moe's.
How was it?
Kind of mid.
Really?
I was a Moe's guy there for a little bit, but now Moe's starting to hurt me.
Try bar burritos next time, like I said.
I think the chain burrito taco places have really gone downhill.
Yeah, because it's all about chasing the profits. Nobody cares about getting you a good burrito anymore.
Nobody.
Oh. It's not about the burrito culture like it used to be.
Yeah, we're talking about practice.
Oh,
not
practice,
a game.
not a game. Practice.
Man, Wawa though cooks.
Wawa does cook.
They fuck.
And you know what? They probably have more profit than Chipotle. Now that's probably a lie.
I bet they do.
Let's look it up.
Well, they can also sell gas.
I was about to say. They're also a gas.
I think Chipotle's missing that part of their business.
Chipotle. Go back to good burritos. Add gas.
Add gas pumps.
Add gas pumps. That's the brain blast.
And then all you have to do is ask for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
more
excuse
gas,
me.
please.
That did not fill up my tank. Can I have a little more? Fun fact, Wawa comes from New Jersey. In New Jersey,
they pump your gas.
They pump it for you. And they're still putting out good burritos, and they're making a burrito running outside, pumping gas. Burritos are still good.
Yep. That's, two separate jobs, but yeah.
You don't know that. You've never been to New Jersey.
That's true. Yeah. When you're right, I haven't.
I don't think you'd like New Jersey.
I'd hate it.
I've also never been there. Is there anything else we need to compare before we feed the crew for the first time this week?
I think we settled it. I think they're both good. Wawa, I think, is more consistent. That's just my takeaway.
I'm fine with that. I agree. I'm not unhappy with anything here. I'm a happy boy. Today was a good video.
Good food. Good company.
Better pizza.
Just
Better
one more
pizza.
time, Charlie can do one more edit.
Yeah, well, here it comes.
Good job. And I'll take it and I'll...
Well, there it is.
Wait, you're gonna put it there? Sorry, you're gonna edit that part?
Yep.
Charlie's gonna edit.
Oh, I see.
I'm just doing the hand so he can edit it in.
I see.
I gotta get...
You're not gonna try on any of these, are you? All right, Wawa, seriously, if any of you are watching this, we will do your Live Moss thing next year. I know yours isn't Live Moss, but we'll do it for you. You have my word.
Mm-hmm.
Just reach out.
Just wanted to give a little eulogy to Highguard. I'm sure many of you have heard the news of its passing. They are shutting it down, so it truly is a certified goodbye guard situation here. The writing was on the wall. The last update we got with Highguard wasn't exactly joyous. It was about the layoffs that they were experiencing, where they let go of the majority of the development team. So it felt like it was just a matter of when as opposed to if they pulled it off life support. It had been hemorrhaging players, and they didn't have the confidence to see it through, to see if they could find a community that would fall in love with it through like updates and tinkering around, which I'll reiterate, I find to just be so vomit-inducing as a norm in this industry, where they'll put millions of dollars into these projects, and if they don't instantly become the next fucking Fortnite or something, they just call it curtains and like, oh, doom and gloom, we're dead, is what it is. On to the next one. Like, they don't even really like try. They farted out like a whole roadmap for this game off rip to show that they're like really committed to building it with the community, only to just instantly bury it 45 days later. It only lasted like a Concord and a half. It's so odd, these executives, man. Like, I don't know what they expect. Anyone could have looked at the trailer for this game at the end of the Game Awards, which absolutely blew its ass wide open. That was a really unfortunate position for it to be in because of the expectations for a game like this. It already put a sour taste in people's mouths. But anyone could look at this game and tell you, yeah, it's not exactly going to stand toe-to-toe with the big dogs. This is something that would need to carve out a niche over time in order to find an audience. Like, it just surprises me that they all have become so deluded that they think it's going to happen immediately for them. It's not. So this game made it like 45 days, and I'm sure learning of its shutdown isn't the most surprising thing you've ever heard, because it's probably the most surprising thing you've ever heard. We'll look at their statement, though. Hi Guards, final update arriving soon. Thank you for playing with us. Today we're sharing difficult news. We have made the decision to permanently shut down Highguard on March 12th. Since launch, more than 2 million players stepped into Highguard's world. You shared feedback, created content, and many believed in what we were building. For that, we are deeply grateful. Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we have not been able to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term, which runs contradictory to what was stated initially once the players started to drop off after day one about, like, we don't need massive players. Player count isn't everything. We can continue to sustain this for the whole fucking roadmap. Like, now it's a very different song and dance here. Servers will remain online until March 12th. We hope you'll jump in with us one more time to show your support and get those final great matches in while we still can. The team is excited to release one final game update to enjoy in the remaining life of the game. We'll be adding a new warden, a new weapon, account level progression, and skill trees. Full patch notes are coming, and we're targeting tonight or tomorrow morning for patch release. From all of us at Wildlight, thank you for playing, for supporting us, and being part of Highguard's story. They're sailing off into the sunset with one last content drop here for Highguard. And I gotta tell you again, sports fans, I just don't know what kind of stupid juice executives are fucking squirting down their gullet there, the video games industry, to make them think that games like this are going to immediately pop off. Be real. A game in this genre that is so fucking saturated is going to need some time to bake. It's going to need a lot of tender love and care, a lot of alterations, a lot of listening to the community in order to build something that will hopefully get more players in the door. It was never going to be like a smashing global phenomenon or anything like that. That is very rare. I just don't get how they wouldn't have accounted for that and allocated budget of like, here's what we're going to go for this length of time. And if we don't grow to this level over the course of like 6 months or something, then we call it quits. They give it just over a month. Like, it never stood a chance. Even setting aside the blunder of the Game Awards for Highguard, even if that didn't happen, it probably would still be getting shut down right now, or maybe it would have even happened earlier, because at least the Game Awards put a lot of peepers on it, and even though it was like, people just looking the clown on it, it did get a lot of people in the door initially to try it, to the tune of almost like 100,000 concurrent on day one. So maybe if that didn't happen, it wouldn't have even come close to that, and they would have shut the doors after 3 fucking days or something. Like, oh, it's over. Okay, everyone go home. Pack your bags. You're fucking fired. It didn't work. Like, maybe that's how it would have happened if the Game Awards, blunder didn't go down the way it did. Who's really to say? But all I can tell you is that I find it really just gross that these companies only give a game like a month and some change to be like the biggest game in the world as opposed to like working at it for a long time. Like let's take for example Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know how many old heads out here remember launch Rainbow Six Siege. That shit was almost non-functional. Siege was in a bad spot for a really, really, really long time. For like a whole month or two after its release, it was the high guard of shooters. People would go into Siege just to make fun of the motherfucker. So like, that game had, by all definitions, a like, rocky launch. Now, of course, it did have more players. I get that. It is like a huge budget title. But even still, by all definitions, it was a game that was floundering. But over the course of so much iterating, so much changing, and spending a lot of time, it was able to carve out a niche and grow into a successful game. Now, High Guard, of course, came out, and when people tried it, they weren't blown away. It was mid. That is just how it is. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't the shittiest thing in the world. It was just mid. It was kind of a been there, done that kind of thing, but with a different coat of paint, like a different spin on it, kind of, where now it's like pseudo base rating, but it still just felt like the same dish we had been served numerous times before. But that's not to say it would always exist in that state. Maybe over time they could have fleshed something out and made something unique out of it that would have attracted a community to it. You never know. And now we will never know because the game's already getting shut down in just over a month. Like, it's just so fucking weird to see how content these companies are in the industry to just dump millions out the wazoo on these games, and then they only let them live for like just over a month or sometimes even less. What a huge fucking waste of time and money in that case if you're not even going to try to see where things go down the line. I get it's still expensive to keep running the games, which is why I think these companies need to be a lot more realistic with their expectations on things, like a fucking pseudo-hero shooter experience. Like, come on, wake up. This is ridiculous. Now again, it's not exactly surprising because there's, at the moment, 350 players playing High Guard. That's not a substantial player base to justify, like, still spending oodles of clams developing it. I get that, which is why this is not shocking in the slightest. I just feel like it's something they should have been preparing for, and maybe, heaven forbid, not investing millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars into these games, expecting them to instantly blow up and instantly make all your money back within the first fucking 48 hours of it being live. But who knows, maybe I'm just on the crack pipe with that take. It just feels stupid. It feels like this was the most predictable thing that you could have seen unfold from any level. Like, anyone who has any level of experience in gaming could have told you High Guard was going to struggle finding like a solid player base, like a sizable player base. It would take a long time and a lot of work and a lot of effort to carve out a niche. And they weren't willing to commit to it, so now they've shut it down. Anyway, just wanted to let you all know that High Guard's going offline pretty soon. The guards are going to be sailing off high into Valhalla, it seems. That's really about it. So yeah. Sora is getting shut down. Yep, I saw the good news. I know. A pretty great day. It was a double whammy because then Disney announced that they're pulling that $1 billion commitment that they had made to, like, let OpenAI train on Disney characters. I did see that they're still tinkering with the notion of Disney having a strong AI presence, but last I saw, they're no longer doing the OpenAI deal. And that came on the back of them announcing Sora's shutdown. Glorious. Finally, something to smile about. OpenAI is winding down Sora, the video generation app it launched to much fanfare last year that signaled a bigger push into creative tools and social media. OpenAI is shuttering the standalone app to focus on other priorities. As we focus and compute demand grows, the Sora research team continues to focus on world simulation research to advance robotics that will help people solve real-world physical tasks. Sounds a lot better than just a lot of shitposty Sora AI videos and AI-generated anime. God, it's such good news. I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is confirmed, that they were losing like $10 million a day on Sora. And that just put a wet spot in my trousers reading that. Oh, it's so good. This must be what it felt like when my grandparents watched the moon landing. Yeah. I imagine it was much of this sensation. Oh, so good. We respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business to shift its priorities elsewhere, Disney spokesperson said. We'll continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators. Yeah, that's a bunch of fucking hogwash there, Disney. Can't wait for the AI bros to start tweaking. I doubt they're taking it that well, but who knows? Maybe they're being very understanding of it. Let's check the OpenAI subreddit. No, even they don't seem to care all that much. AI generation tools are like a hydra. You cut off one head, 4 more take its place. Sora was a big head to cut off, though. That is good, no matter how you spin it. Now you gotta check out r/defending AI art. Why do antis do that? AI slop. Why did you come to an AI sub then? Probably just to make fun of you would be my guess, man. These are like real Redditors. Like the quintessential Redditors. Just, I can tell based off this one meme as their top post. Holy. Not gonna lie, I don't think we should correct the Sora dead AI's overcrowd. If they are dumb enough to think Sora is the only video gen AI, then let them believe it. If they think AI is truly dead, then maybe they will stop raging on the internet. Who thinks Sora is the only video generating AI? Are they fucking lost in the sauce somewhere? No one thinks that. Not a single human being on the planet thinks that. People are just happy to see Sora get the plug pulled. Also, this is a terrible meme. People 10 years ago, imagine a future where AI does everything for you. Life would be so much simpler today when they see something made by AI. The idea here would be they do all the chores and shit no one wants to do, like the good use of AI, as opposed to just video generating celebrities screaming the N-word, or like garbage like fat people breaking bridges or whatever. How are these two even related? Or just taking jobs from artists. If only the Fruit Love Island TikToks were made with Sora. Yeah. That will persist though. Fruit Love Island continues. As sad as that is to say out loud. It does live on. Oh yeah, I saw that the family that got offered $26 million to sell their farmland to AI data center, and they said no. Well, let me see if I can find the link to that real quick. That was so fucking cool, man. That's a real patriot. What was her name?
To that offer.
Yeah, a woman and her mother in northern Kentucky, get this, they just turned down a $26 million offer for their property because they don't want to see a data center built there. Local 12's David Witter spent the afternoon with these.
A little bit more than that. They were talking about how much the land means to them. They've had the land for generations. They've lived there for so long. They also use it to like feed their community and everything. So the land means more to them than the money ever could. And also, they basically just say fuck data centers. They don't want to see the land get destroyed for it. Huge W though. Huge W.
India.
Stay and hold and feed a nation. If it's my way, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything.
Some people might find it hard to understand how Delcia Bear can turn away a $26 million offer to buy some of her land until you spend a little time with her walking the dirt roads she grew up on and in the house her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and a whole bunch of family has all lived here for years, paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, even raised wheat through the Depression and kept the bread lines up in the United States of America when people didn't have anything else.
Delcia is one of dozens of landowners.
So good. 26 million. 26 million. I saw some intellectuals raising their pinky and saying, well, if she was smart, she would have taken the offer and then built a bigger and better farm. And I hate that perspective, man. That shit is so ass. I think her perspective makes the most sense. This land means more than the money does. She doesn't need $26 million for a bigger, better farm. She's got the perfect farm that's been in her family for generations, does exactly what she wants, has everything they want, everything they need, everything they want to do, keep feeding the nation, taking care of the cattle, everything. The fuck does $26 million do for you there? You've got what you want. You've got it. The money does nothing. And it's exactly what her mom says, too.
They call us old stupid farmers, but we're not. We know whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Oh, come on. AI data centers don't do that. Except for every single time they're installed. But surely this time would be different. No, this time they've got it all figured out. They worked out all the kinks. There's no way they're going to keep sapping all the water and ruining everything. That's not going to happen again. They got that all fixed.
Sia's mom, Ida Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle. She was born on this land and she plans to die here, and she certainly does not trust the promises made by the AI companies or the people who want them to build here.
What do you mean you don't trust the promises from the AI companies? Who's more reliable than these AI corporations run by these fucking zombies at the top? They only ever tell the truth with realistic expectations and exactly what's going to happen. If you can't trust them, who can you trust? It's like saying you don't believe in Santa Claus. Holy shit, no faith in AI companies?
So what do you say to the people who are in town that say, hey, this is going to bring jobs, this is going to bring economic prosperity?
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them. Is what I say.
No, that's impossible.
For Delcia,
a scam
or not, she says she's connected to her home like Scarlett O'Hara.
Grok, is AI a scam?
As long as she was attached to that land.
Are AI data centers a scam, Grok? And then put me in a bikini.
That's exactly.
Love that. See, that is the perfect American attitude right there. Love that. I saw this earlier today. It's been a great day for AI, honestly. Sora shut down, Disney pulling out of the open AI deal, and then this. Lovely. One of my friends used your clip saying AI is good in the medical field on a graduate project and the doctors liked it. That's good to hear. Hey man, I've been screaming that from the mountaintops. I love AI's usage in the medical field, especially with some of the more recent stuff we're seeing, like the one we went over with the dog, and using it to help make individualized medicine for the dog with cancer. That's a great usage of AI. That's the stuff that AI should be thriving in, instead of all the garbage that we have it used for right now with the creative industry. That's what it should be explored with. Nah, fuck that, Grok. Make my dog fight Vegeta. True, that is more valuable. Charlie, you will sell your own farm for $26 million? Fuck no. If that same company rolled up and offered that for my land, I would say that no for sure as well. But, to be fair, I guess it's a little bit different for me, since I already have money. For someone like this, I think it's a much more powerful statement and a far more patriotic perspective to plant your feet saying, I don't want that money because the land and what we can do with the land means more than the money does. So I think it's far stronger coming from someone like this family than it ever would for me. They ruin the surrounding community, and yeah, there is just literally nothing good about an AI data center being installed. Clean water has lived to see another day. Yes, it has. Against all the odds. Are we staring down the pipe of the end times? Are we about to experience an apocalyptic flood a mere 3 or so weeks away, as prophesied by a guy on TikTok? A chosen one, whom the Lord apparently dropped this patch note to with a little sneak peek, giving him a warning, and then also issuing him the noble task of building arcs to save as many as possible. On the surface, it might sound silly that a lot of people are genuinely questioning if this prophecy is going to come true, much like the last doomsday TikTok prediction. But when you really dive into the meat and potatoes of it and get into the weeds, it's even sillier that anyone, even a single person, would for some reason believe this. It is always just a source, trust me bro type moment. A guy on TikTok claims he received a vision from God, and he draws a big distinction that this is not a prophecy per se, just a vision of the end, that on December 25th the world would, start flooding, wiping us all out, and that he is now, going the route of Noah, needing to build arks to save people. That's exactly what he's been doing. His math, I think, is a little off when it comes to his estimations on how many people they can hold. I've seen a bunch of big numbers tossed around, and based on the video footage he's provided of the boats he's building, I don't think the numbers he's proposing would ever work unless everyone gets hit by a fucking shrink ray or something. Like, it'd be real tough to start making those numbers work that he's tossing around all loosey-goosey. But as for if the world's going to be flooding in 3 weeks, I'm not exactly sold on that. I live my life by a simple rule. There are two kinds of men on this planet. Men that have tried to suck their own dicks, and liars. And I don't exactly know where this guy fits into that yet. I guess we're going to have to wait and see on December 25th if the world starts flooding. And if it does, Jiminy Christmas, I'm going to feel like a real fool for not believing him and booking a ticket for one of the arcs. I just learned about this on stream a little bit ago, but then dove in and did my own homework on it, perusing TikTok, the experts. And there are quite a few videos with millions of views talking about this and showing like some level of genuine concern. Some of them are just trolling, but there are people that actually think this one's got some real oomph to it because he did build some boats. He did build some arcs. Gotta tell you, sports fans, even if the world doesn't flood in 3 or so weeks, this guy is still going to be set like a sailor here with all these boats he's got at his disposal now. Man, fucking, maybe it wasn't the Lord who gave him that task. Maybe Davy Jones came to him in a dream to build some boats, and dag nabbit, it did work. He's got quite an impressive collection of boats now that he is building. Did he talk about the guy who's creating the Noah's Ark and said December 24th the world is going to be flooded? Another doomsday prophecy? No, what's his name? I'll check it out. Yeah, he said the events of the Bible would reenact themselves on the 25th of December onward. Who? You keep saying he. Who is it, Noah? Did he himself come back? He respawned? Like, who is it? Ken Ham. Are you sure it's Ken Ham? Because this is old. This is a guy who built the Ark Encounter, where he made like a horrible Noah's Ark. There's no... People keep reciting the goddamn prophecy without saying who prophesized it. What good is that? Who is it that built the Ark and is saying the world is flooding in 3 weeks? I want to look it up. I gotta get prepared if he's right. The guy's name is literally Noah. I'm just gonna try and type like a fucking caveman here. Well, that didn't work. Oh, wait. Is this it? Ebo Noah? Oh my god, wait, that my search actually did work. I typed that in like an actual Neanderthal. I typed in, he said world flood December 24th built Ark. And it worked. Is this it? Ebo Noah sends warning to people ahead of the December 25th flood that he said God revealed to him on flooding the earth and to make an arch to accommodate every living creature on earth in pairs just like Noah did in the Bible. It looks pretty cool. Is that big enough for every living creature on Earth in pairs? Like that? I don't know, it seems like maybe 2 stories high. You need like the PIM particles to shrink them in order to make that work. Can I see a video of it? Oh, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow us introduce the man, the myth, and the carpenter of the century, Ebo Noah, just Ghana's very own Noah II. According to him, a massive flood is coming on the 25th of December, and he's not just talking, the man has already constructed 8 arcs.
He made 8? Wait, that's very impressive. Holy. I'm not exactly sold on the prophecy here. I don't know if he's necessarily Baba Vanga level, but his carpentry, it's pretty impressive.
250,000 pounds in wood alone. Each ark can take 5,000 people, he said.
5,000 people where?
And carry 600 million people. I have questions for Ebo Noah. How and where is he getting the money to buy the wood for the arks? And then why is he wasting a lot of money knowing perfectly that this isn't true? Well, let's wait for 25th and see what happens.
Man, this guy's got like a whole shipyard here. It's like when Luffy and the gang go to Water 7. Like, holy shit. He actually did build a lot of these bitches, huh? Very cool looking. I can tell you one thing, 5,000 people and every living creature on Earth in pairs ain't fitting on those.
It's for only those who have a covenant with God.
Oh, sword clashing sound effect there.
Okay, I will never insult you. The number is 054-155.
Whoa, okay, wait a minute. Man's dropping his cell phone number there for a second. I just want to know about the prediction, brother. I'm not here to start no shit. I just want to know where the prediction's coming from is all. I'm gonna tell you, that's a lot of wood. I'm gonna tell you, probably not gonna get a whole lot of use out of the arcs. Is this the blueprint? Because it is not that big, I'll tell you that. God literally said he'd never flood the earth again. It's why he made the rainbow. Someone that actually read the Bible. You're right. But he also said no one would ever know when he was going to do it. No man would ever see it coming. I am curious if, this happens all the time now with, doomsday prophecies, and people do believe it. But I wonder in this case how many people actually think the world is flooding in 3 weeks. And if there's a lot of people right now booking flights to Ghana to get on his arcs. I'd be very interested to know. I can't imagine it's like a ton of people. But even just a handful would be fascinating. Maybe you're just trying to start a boat business and this is the hook. What a banger marketing scheme that would be. I had this dream about the world flooding, so I built these boats. Didn't flood. But now I'm selling these boats. You too can own your own ark. Why not just get some of the boats that already exist? No, what? Boats that already exist? Those aren't arcs, brother. What are you talking about? No. Seems like it's becoming even more common now for easy TikTok views to just start making doomsday predictions now because people will actually believe it for some reason. But I will say, those boats look pretty cool. Like they seem like high quality vessels. Don't know if they're going to get much of a workout when it comes to like a global flood or anything, but I bet they'd be a lot of fun to take out for a spin regardless. Anyway though, that's really about it. See ya.